FPX are looking so confident that they're playing around right now.
Yeah, they're having fun.
Even at the end there. Forget what life did.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, this was crazy.
My computer just
This
wrecked
in itself was
me.
insane. The flick right here, unreal.
Yeah, for the
That
third.
was ridiculous.
I mean, the win condition was on the crunch mid.
Yeah, but this right here, they're both just standing still. They're so confident. They're like, all right, just peek us. We'll take you out. Look, they can't even believe it.
Giving flowers where they're due, because that round easily could have gone the other way. But FPX in a commanding lead. They've run circles around Foot, and they've gotten themselves to a 9-3 half. We're going to throw it down to the desk to break down the first half, because that thing was a doozy.
I couldn't agree more there, Doug. Well, that was a genuinely, oh, let me go ahead and fix this here. That was genuinely awesome. Like, I did not pick up on the defaulting thing until Baby Bay mentioned it. But yeah, they were just working them with the utility there, Kukuka.
Yeah, exactly. I love the fact that, as you say, that Under picked it up and he was like, they've been running
what happened? Dude, I don't know what happened when I crashed for you guys. But what happened for me was I pulled up that Shaq meme that was, I'm not familiar with your game, and I just like whipped it onto my screen and it just froze everything. It just froze. My whole shit just froze. Like, I don't know, it didn't even blue screen, it just froze. I was like, all right. So I held down my power button and had to hard reset my PC, and then OBS had to run. Like, dude, it was just being so annoying. Yeah, it was just being annoying. Shaq literally neutralized my computer. He boxed me out. He fucking shut that shit down.
Again, we just saw
God, that was so tilting. I hate when I fucking miss like the game when I'm interested.
100%. This has been beautifully done by FPX. Can Foot respond? Let's send it back over to the casters.
Thank you so much, the host. Yeah, this should be a really interesting second half here, because as we mentioned at FPX,
What do you mean 2-1-1 default?
brought a very interesting approach to their attack half.
I don't even know what you mean by that.
I mean, there's a lot on foot here for them to be able to make this in competitive and respond.
Yes.
I should have just been familiar with this game. Exactly.
Yeah.
Already.
It blocks
What's
off
up,
B
dude?
main and mid. A little bit. There's a little bit of a gap on the right side of that wall, but they might be conditioning that early on to set up some aggro mid plays in the future, and this is just a convincing
good timing here,
mid
chat.
from the side of Foot.
I think they know, though. You saw the pinks come up on the minimap. There's the fault line. Hyung's the first to fall. Lesser on the swing will meet his demise and join his teammate. As Foot in a very comfortable lead here. They're going to get out onto A. They're going to be able to do so with time. Unless FPX try to flood, but as soon as they try to do so, they crumble.
My YouTube is down right now.
That was a beautiful pistol on top of that. They just walked straight up mid after using their default utility, and the key factor here was Mr. Fallen sitting outside of A with a stun.
Oh,
so as all the players of Foot are walking and going towards that A site, if they make contact anywhere here, that fault line comes out.
Yeah,
sitting outside of A.
it's
It's so cool.
Okay,
and yeah,
we're
it could
good.
be punished by, you know, FPX pushing up A, but that's the gamble that you have to take.
Right. And
Cool.
that's really the name of the game when it comes to pistols. Right? There's only so much you can cover, and there's only so much you can plan for. The rest just kind of has to go your way. So Foot, when the desperately needed
My sleep is so fucked up today.
FPX not really investing into this at all.
This
And
is
much
like the hard day
The
for me, you know?
opposite of what FPX is doing. Foot decided to take
I'll be able to
fast A
sleep
control
during
here.
the day, and all will
Farm
be
that
good
orb
tomorrow.
onto
Hopefully.
cracks. And now they cut noise here after depositing.
Today I
They're
sleep during the
just
day.
spotting B mid and one in main.
I don't know how I got on this ADD.
They were kind of committed to this. I don't
Cool,
know that
it's
they
a
have enough
big
room
fucking
to pivot to
fight.
plan B. If they don't like what they have A, and they're getting grabbed on.
What smokes?
STX finding some space and trying to take
Great
these
fault
strikes. They just
line,
don't have the
dude.
guns to
Oh
fight
my
back
god,
low.
Mr. Fallen has had some really good fault lines so far this half.
Lynn's caught on a terrible spot here. Yeah, he gets a kill on the Yetu-J, but still plenty of work to be done.
So far, both teams have had a really strong approach to the
FPX
attacking
Classic
side.
kind of
Even
buns.
Foot here in this last round. They took early space on A. They used a lot of utility to take it, and then they cut noise, waiting for a reclear.
You prepped ahead.
and then come out
Dude,
on
it's
top.
not that I didn't want to prep
And after
ahead.
that reclear
It's
comes out and they punish it. That's when the
I
is
mentioned it
activated.
earlier, but like Ella had 100-degree fever at school on like Tuesday. I was gonna stream on Tuesday, but we had to pick her up. And the rule is if you get taken home from school, then you can't go for 48 hours. So then let's watch her yesterday, and
way of foot.
or I guess that's technically today, kind of. Sort
Rush
of.
to deny early aggression A.
I
It's
have
all
to
a
point out,
fucking
that
blur,
wall
dude.
actually does connect to all of mid as well.
Yeah.
It was just missed
Oh,
the last
no
round.
way is he
And
taking
you have to
this.
clear that thing
Oh,
2
God, it
times
went
if you wanna
in,
get
Mark.
B main control.
He's
You
cooking.
have to clear it the first. I mean, depending on which way you go. Yeah. You're
Wait,
clearing
is
that
he taking
twice,
this? No shot.
But it goes down to paranoia out towards the middle of the map.
Holy
FPX wanna take
fuck.
this fight. They dig their heels in. Refuse
That
to
was
land
so
on space.
sick.
And now Mr. Fallen's left in a 1v4 with nothing
Oh
but a
my.
stinger. No shot. Wow.
It was the conditioning from the harbor, much like
Chat. FPX are fucking insane. They're crazy.
on the tiles.
That
And
mid retake
allows
was
for this
gorgeous.
Reclear of mid to happen at any moment. It doesn't have to happen as soon as
Like
that
the
cascade goes.
haunt, the fucking cascade, the Yoru TP plan, the clone, like everything about it was just so well played. I thought Foot were in a really good spot.
A new harbor wall, blocking off all of mid and life. Getting very
What?
confident here.
What is this?
Walking down.
They have a Yoru
They
so they
still
can
managed to
do
keep
shit
it
like
made,
this.
this time with the
He
cascade.
just dry goes.
Through the wall.
He's ahead of
What?
his team.
He's
He's
no
got to
one's
be
gonna
careful
check
though. They're
this.
behind him.
What?
Gosh, Life! How do you get away with that?
This off angle's
Seen it,
ridiculous.
though, trying to strike back. Getting a kill to keep things competitive and keep it close.
What?
As we're down to 3
This game
apiece.
is wild right
They
now.
don't have bomb control.
Yeah, it's just one off
And there's
ult.
no
I think
TP,
the
there's
orb
no
is
omen
still
to get
there
there.
too. I think
So
he
they're
can
gonna
snag
have to
this
fight
orb,
through
chat.
This FPX defense.
Can he get
And
it?
that's just to get the
No.
spike.
Ooh, it wasn't there, I guess.
A borderline impossible situation. Faces the attack side,
Oh, fuck.
but the need to solve it is ever
He's got this
great.
cage. I feel like this cage is clutch. They should just use wingman
Truth
right
is, they
here.
don't have a ton of time either. 40 seconds left. They got to swing. They got to take these fights, and so far they've gone the way of Foot. Life has been good, but is he going to be good enough to get them both? to win the
Life has
round?
been good.
for
Why is
FPX.
that a fire line?
30 seconds left.
Safe passage acquired by Yetu-J.
I don't
He's
even
got
think
the
Doug
spike.
knew
He
what he
should be
did.
able to plan A.
Decides the path up top mid as his bomb is being
No, I
planted.
knew.
Planted the spike. My ultimate is ready.
A 1v1 for the round. He plants the spike and now wants to go aggressive. He's going to wrap behind him.
Dude,
And Life has no idea.
make me
He's
proud,
weak,
Gadget.
but his health might not matter. He turned, but yet
Whoa!
to kill anyway.
Oh my god, dude, he fucking
Both of
turned.
these players were
Oh my
huge in this
god, bro.
Life opened it up with that walk down mid, doing what's
I thought I put a fucking generational jinx on this kid. When I saw him turn, chat, my fucking heart dropped for him. I was like, I jinxed the shit out of him in this game.
players that opened up the round
Holy
for
fuck.
each prospective team.
I'm glad he won that. Oof.
This is the battle I expected.
Oh, early TP. I like that play.
Much more competitive. Oh my gosh, they go aggressive again. An early flash and a TP from Lysor to take the space.
I like that when Omen does that.
Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, that same harbor wall that we've been talking
Yeah,
about.
the opening games have been so sick. I'm loving the
Small things
comps
that we're
and
seeing
shit.
from FPX.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
So unique.
This is fucking
And
Valorant
it's
to
really
me.
kind of like they're changing the game.
Yeah.
Like,
they're not playing the meta. with-
FPX versus
I mean, an
Foot
OTP
is
to get a
fucking
forward
Valorant.
aggressive angle like that. I've never seen anybody do that on Sunset so far.
I've always loved Doug.
Micro things that are being done from FPX. It's so hard
He's really good.
to play against things like that because you're not used to seeing it
The
every time.
Doug
The
Balla,
fun thing is, too, is
and now obviously
they
Doug
have a
and Baby
similar
Bay.
approach on other maps that we will see later in this series.
Yeah.
Cheeky little peeks like that, but back into this we go. CNED committing to the ult,
Damn,
not going to connect, and he's
that could have
kinda
really
stuck
been a
here.
kill.
He's got nowhere to go. Yeah, he'll
Oh,
fall.
got it late. That
At
was
the
the
hands of Berlin.
market guy.
Oh my gosh, Life stuck that?
What the fuck?
That was madness.
What?
But because of that, they've been able to get a little bit of space.
What?
Fowler going to be traded. Further Thrash. As Cracks tries to find some space. Spike ticking away. Autumn on the tap. Tries to turn the flash. Number still in favor of the defense, but
my
they're starting to
goat.
fall now.
My
Yeah,
goat.
Jay
My goat.
score!
I told you, chat. I fucking told
Again
you.
on the lurk.
This kid is
He's
insane.
reigning supreme and he's
Oh
warming
my
up now.
god, he's crazy.
Smiles
He's
out of the side of foot.
crazy, dude.
There's life within the team.
Yedije is so
I was
good.
getting very worried for them, especially after that first half.
Damn.
And the complete dismantling that happened to them.
Ooh.
But they're starting to bring this back. Slowly and surely.
Bro, he even lost his aim
And the
right there.
poise on Ion
Oh
there.
my god.
And Yedije cleaned that up nicely. Both
Holy
teams on their
shit.
attacking side have been opting to go for 4-1 approaches. It seems to be working.
Yeah, I'm not
both
sure what the
sides.
crowd conditions are right now, like for this event
time
at
more
this
spread
stage.
default.
I have no
Getting Yedije
clue.
walked up in mid here.
Oh, he's spotting Berlin as he tried to clear the cam. He pays for it with his life.
Ooh.
They try to
Coulda
swarm
had
and
that
overwhelm
one.
with the numbers that they have.
I feel like when I watch
Get
him in
their
EMEA,
one.
he gets that
Oh
kill,
my
by the
gosh,
way.
That's now 2.
That's bomb!
Holy fuck.
Bombs
what
down
are
in
they
mid.
doing, dude?
Not this again.
What are, oh. He has all or what?
How are they going to
He's gonna
rewrap
get
this?
orb. He's
Ada
gonna get orb.
Captain's gonna grab Omenot and grab the
Oh
bomb
fuck,
here.
he's got the cutoff though. Oh, dude. Wait, the Cypher's here. Oh
Flipping
fuck.
Spike's down again.
Oh.
Another need for them to fight their way out.
Autumn's just running him down right now.
Oh my
From
god.
FPX.
And what shots that we're seeing. Just taking the heads clean off a
Yo.
foot. With sheriffs.
Bro,
Take a look at
FPX.
that one more time.
At this kill right here. Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
FPX are
That is
fucking
so clean.
shooters,
And then Autumn
guys.
just holding W. W
Look at,
gaming.
bro. He's playing aim labs out there. He just whip one bullet at Dizzy and yo.
No time to dwell on it. Back into the action we go.
FPX are way
That's
better
it.
than I
Marvel
thought
B,
they'd
meanwhile,
be. Way
trying
better.
To establish some present day, but they're just walking into the grinder once more.
The Omen flash was perfect.
No space allotted.
And Life again has just walked all the way
Dude,
down mid.
what?
Trapped him. And they had no idea.
No, you won't. You will
Cracks
not do
falls, and
this,
now
sir.
they realize
Sir, please don't
terrible
do this.
situation they find themselves in.
Oh my god, his teammate swung with that. What?
Yetujay on the opposite side of the map from the spike.
And then he just stuck that TP, which went all the
He
way
was
to the end of
supposed
it.
to find some space, maybe get a late lurk, and be able to strike when FTX weren't expecting it.
Oh my god.
Now all eyes are turned towards him.
This has been something so special from the side of FPX.
This
Confidence brewing. Home field advantage.
dude.
The crowd is hyping them up every single time they get a kill.
I'm not gonna say I was wrong about Foot, but I was definitely wrong about FPX. Like this, make no mistake, chat. Like, I think they're actually good. Like, they're actually fucking real good. They could beat a lot of teams if this is how they're gonna play it.
It's the
Now,
FPX way so far.
the one thing that I
But it
don't
seems
know.
like they're
Oh, here's
aware
that
of it.
collapse. Here's that same collapse. Cascade
Should
going
be a
in.
cue from Foot.
Clone
It's
coming
happened
out.
already once
Flash
before.
out.
Berlin
Blind
getting the opener.
behind the
flash is there. The
cascade.
strike is perfect.
What the fuck?
They all
Yo,
crumble,
that
they
take
all
is
fall.
crazy. What?
Yetujay and Mr. Fallen left to try to solve how they find themselves in such a miserable position. The spike is going to try to rotate A, but if the timing is not great, he's gonna get cut off.
Wild.
It's not going to matter.
Holy shit.
PX roll on Sunset.
That was a masterclass on both halves.
And a massacre of Foot.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit,
I
that
don't even
was
think FPX
crazy.
believed that it was going to be this easy for themselves. I mean, they came into this thinking that they had to cook something up, do something a little bit extra in order to
Holy
beat them.
fuck.
But they thought it was going to be a close one.
It was anything but. Sunset goes the way of FPX Lotus on the other side of this break. We'll see you guys soon.
Jesus. That was impressive. Like, it was... There's dominant wins that I see, you know, like some of like the Gen G wins in Madrid. I was just like, damn, like that was fucking crazy. Let's see if they can keep that up. This was like that plus more. It was like they gave me a lot strategically, and their form, oh my god, their form is crazy. They're in the form to make like a deep playoff run. Like that was fucking insane. Can they carry that through? I don't fucking know. So what I was gonna say about them and my concern, I guess, would be, one sec, I don't want to mute this. I don't know if like this is what they looked like in VCT China, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing is, if I were to watch their VCT China Sunset game and they ran this comp and they did the same shit, I would be like, okay, they're not going to win their next game. And this is just Foot not knowing how to anti-strat, and that will happen again. But if this is like them kind of reactively cooking, which I know there are set plays, like I'm not saying that, but I mean like someone's mid-rounding is what I mean by that. I don't want to miss this interview 2.5 minutes. Let me go back. I missed the pistol. Okay. Well, that's just how the whole region plays. Like the Chinese teams and like some of the APAC teams play that way, I guess. Not all of them, but they play with way more confidence than NA and especially EMEA. EMEA plays like more slow, methodical, tactical. NA is like kind of like a hybrid. I actually think China plays like more tactical than like APAC. APAC is like fucking gloves off. All right, so they triple push. Honestly, everything looks pretty solid right here at this point. Just on a mid default. Okay. Cascade early. Gate crash right up to it. Doesn't really do anything. I really like the Harbor util. Like, I just think the Harbor util is super unique. It's not like, oops. It's not like it's like a strat, you know? It's, like most people would use the Harbor util to say like loop the site like this as if it were double omen smokes or something. Like they use it like a 2 smoke type of thing. These guys do not use the Harbor wall that way. They use the Harbor wall to segment off very difficult like open areas to take, and it helps them take, I mean, that's how Loud used the Harbor Viper, but it's a lot different in a comp like this. Like this is another example where they wall off this in the mid round, which allows them to disrespect this one-way smoke. They prowl up, they cage. Yoru's going up there as well. They're putting a lot of pressure. They're simultaneously holding for any kind of push because they know it's very likely. So that, you know, they're waiting for that. They're ready for your reaction. It's very good. Like everything's very well done.
Nathan D
It wasn't a
and Luna to
fluke.
do some translations. Now, you guys love to change your comp. You're very, very inventive. Was
Damn,
this
good
comp
shit
on
then,
Sunset tailored for Foot? Did you change it for them? And if so, why?
大家会觉得说你们阵容的变换非常的多样，那你们今天也是做出了辩证，是专门为了 Foot 而做出这样的变化吗？
我们做出这个辩证主要是关于 Viper 的削弱，所以我们在尝试来一些不要 Viper 的阵容，顺便可以出其不意。
I think we do this change is because the nerf of Viper. We are trying some comps without Viper, and also it's unpredictable for our opponent.
Oh, it was a beautiful map. Thank you so much, Nathan.
Damn.
And I hope you guys get the next map as well.
Do I think they need to play in front of the harbor util?
Damn, son,
I think it
these
was
two left to hang
hard.
and hate to see kids, you know, in the streets.
I mean, they tried.
Anyway,
They like tried, as I was showing in this last round, right? Over by A, like this guy tries to play in front of it. They have a lot of looks, right? And you'll see that probably throughout this half. The first time they'll do the look, which is like, say, the harbor wall right here, they're gonna show you that if you play here, we will fucking kill you, right? Like, don't play in front of our shit. They're trying to make you fearful of it. I was like complimenting him on collecting the trip, so they do the wall, they prowl up. The prowler would clear everything within this gap. They're also scaling past with the Yoru. Yoru's working up, keeping good spacing with the fade. The Cypher cages, just in case there's any kind of like, you know, fault line or flash push. Gecko flashes. It's a way to get out. So you can see the fault line comes. They kill the guy that swings. The cage is popped. And that, like, that's them trying to fight it. Like, they did try. Let's see what happens this round. So again, they absorb this early aggression. They cascade top mid. They haunt in mid. So they know no one's here. Here we go again. Same harbor wall. The prowler is broken right away.
I love that reference. I actually understood that reference. So
They omen blind. They fight for the space. They get it. They won the battle for the space. They kind of roll off.
Unreal. Like, it's crazy to see how well they work.
Yeah, that was the thing that.
So around that foot one.
We've seen like experimentation with Harbor and compositions in the maps in the past from other teams, but to just see the way
Another
that
like
played,
harbor wall
just felt like
that gets like half the site.
Foot were just honestly lost. They were not.
It's kind of nice actually because they could they could spam with the pings and shit with that wall.
It's wild.
It is, and this is one of the biggest questions we had about this matchup because like
Kind of crazy. They won this round, huh?
like to throw new stuff at you, and for Foot to really start getting frazzled by what was being by FPX, that's very impressive.
What the fuck is mic going off?
They haven't been able to win a map at international competition.
Yeah, for a long time.
Jesus Christ, that's so ridiculous.
So it's interesting also to look at this head-to-head between Yetide and Autumn, because Autumn hadn't played the Cypher in the longest time. We're talking about the 6th of May 2022, because he's played a lot of agents, right? But especially in this roster, this was kind of Lysor's duty, right? To be on the
Oh yeah, this was like the weird eco.
He has now stepped in, and we need to think about this head-to-head. Yetide now coming into the international.
I don't know. FPX did get quite a few lucky early rounds right here. Like coin flippy late rounds that went their way, I would say.
Outshined most of the players.
All right, again, here's the harbor wall.
Now moving into the next map, moving into Lotus, expecting not much change, maybe changes from XPS, but maybe.
Okay, I overglazed, chat. I overglazed. The depth isn't there
Kind of still see those roles.
Yeah, well,
when I'm
let's go ahead and
rewatching.
hear what guys has to say as they get ready for map number 2. Take it away, Yinsu.
Let's see.
I've got Coach Gaius here with me from Foot and Scarlet to do a bit of translations as well ahead of the next map. Now, in the past when teams have picked Lotus against you, they have suffered from the stuff that you bring out there. How surprised are you that they are willing to pick Lotus against you, and do you think that's going to happen again today?
Takımlar size karşı Lotus seçtiği zaman geçmişte sürekli bunun cezasını çektiler. O haritada yaptığınız değişik şeylerden ötürü. FPX'in de bugün aynı şeyi yapması seni şaşırttı mı? Lotus'ta bize neler bekliyor?
Bence bugün çılgınca oynuyorlar. O yüzden her an her şey olabilir. Sunset'te kötü oynadık. Adamlar da çok çılgınca oyun oynadı.
Why does he have a look like it's fucking Sunset? Who fucking cares? Like, yeah, they got fucking lucky. Yeah.
Honestly, they're the ones pulling crazy
He's
stuff.
smiling.
This game, they were really crazy on Sunset, made crazy plays. We didn't really understand what was happening. They were appearing from all of the sides surrounding us. We didn't play that well on Sunset. We aim to play much better and more composed on the next map, on Lotus. So I hope we can win.
I hope so too. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Scarlet, as well.
His facial expressions were
but
pretty
you certainly
funny.
know that Foot are going to be the type of team that will find, you know, that footing. Well, did not intend to do that one, but, you know, headaches be rocking.
That's what I thought too first when I saw it.
I'm curious to see, though, how Foot...
They just play reactively. So what I didn't mean like playing reactively. I mean like I thought when I saw that wall and, you know, like the Prowler and shit, I thought when I rewatched it, I would see on round 3, you know how they had like 4 here? Well, the next time they also had 4 here. And the next time they also had 4 here. You know, you can lower this number as the rounds go on. That's true. They're doing that shit. Oh, wait. There's a third one in there. What the fuck? Dude, these guys are crazy.
On the attack, maybe, you know, moving away from the Sage, like they understood that it had a limit. As we say, Foot, every single time, or almost every single time that they lost with the composition, they've gone for something different. But with the amount of preparation and how polished this map is for FPX, they should be right.
Weird one.
All right, well, let's go
I know
ahead
it's
and
one you're
jump
talking
back
about.
into the action. Send us over
it's like
to Doug
blue
and
or
Baby
some shit, like dark blue.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm Seth. I'm glad to see you make it. You made it to the other venue safely. Meanwhile, it doesn't seem like Foot have kind of shown up on this stage, at least with how they got styled on Sunset. Lotus, perhaps a different opportunity, perhaps a different story, and perhaps this new comp is the solution that they need.
Yeah, they normally run a Sage instead of the Breach, so I've had a lot of, you know, like doubts on like this Sage comp that they ran, and I'm actually happy to see the Breach because now they can set up CNET a little bit more, have flashes, and etc. And I think that starting on the attacking side for Foot here is really good for them.
These guys are
what
wild.
FPX can do when they set
All
the
right.
pace.
Yeah.
Astra Solaceu, star on the
last
ground.
time we saw Lotus was just a couple hours ago, and entirely subverted expectations. So we'll see if this is the same. Foot deciding to be pacey here.
A fast B hit.
Yeah, and they're committing to it too. The paranoia. CNET is dashed through. The suck not going to connect onto anything. A little bit of space found, but can a kill be acquired? Berlin's dancing around.
Oh, good
yeah, he's
util
dancing
from
on all this
FPX.
utility. Now understanding that they've lost way more space than they had realized. Foot finding a couple of kills as Adicaptain gets 3 on the round. And Lysor's left alone, rotating from B.
Bro.
Just an all-out.
Foot played with a lot of fuck you
on the
energy
C
this
site.
round. Like a lot.
And Foot just in this post-plant positioning. This should be a wrap here. Oh.
As soon as you try to take that fight, you get tapped. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Speculating here, chat. Do you think that's because they don't have like the KJ Viper and Viper has 1 Molly? They're just like, bro, what are they thinking running this? Like, they don't have like a stall initiator like Breach. Like, who's gonna stop us when we go C right now? Like, who the fuck's stopping us? Who's fucking stopping us? Like, that's probably what they're saying.
For the side of Foot.
That's how Snowball starts.
They're like, no, ain't none of those guys
right.
stopping us.
This time of 4-1.
They're like sticking a pack.
Side of the map.
They're like, just stick in a fucking pack.
Side of Foot.
I'll cam mound. Like, just wolf pack everywhere.
Breach utility used though.
Playing a
Just
bunch of
need one
fucking
flash.
controllers.
So fault line is still up.
If
FPX are
like
all gonna be
honestly,
here
if
for
you
this.
play them
I mean,
straight up,
every
you'll lose
single one
though.
of them.
Which is
Right now,
tonight.
Foot,
It's kind of an all-nighter,
let
Rob.
Yetije get the info on the C side of the map.
Today is the day I have to
Not
fix
get
my
caught out by
schedule.
any
You know.
traps that FPX have.
The way Foot normally like to play Lotus is they'll run a 4-1 a lot, where Yetuje is like the lurker who, if
I
there's
actually
any contact
respect
under a
this
kill found, they
approach.
pivot
Ooh,
away.
what?
So it's a different comp, but the approach is the same.
It split the
They're
difference.
trying
If
to
you
get
get
to this,
either
though.
of them.
Krax is going to be the first to fall, not liking what they're seeing A. Break the door and they go B.
Ooh.
Mr. Fall and trying to spam through and get a free kill in the smoke. Not going to find it, as it looks like they're still exploring.
No, FPX
Yetuje
comp will be
rotating
better on
back
attack
A.
side.
Wow. Around the world.
30 seconds left.
Should be a free C site here.
This is such an awkward round.
Yeah. CNET heating up though.
Holy.
3 to his name, all headshots.
That's nice.
All of that rotation, all of that noise
He wants to
made,
get into the game.
all for CNET to just farm the round.
Feeding
One enemy
confidence
remaining.
into
That
the
is
player
smart.
who honestly has been phenomenal all year long. I mean, he's looked great in such a good form lately. And yeah, that last map he struggled, but we've seen how impactful he can be on the Jet, especially on this map. And there's not a lot of players,
I honestly think the game plan for them is just going to be like the
but
4-1
he makes it
Wolfpack.
work within this team.
One
And
enemy
you can see why with moments like that.
And he's the guy that you want to be heating up for you
Yeah.
from the side of Foot.
He threw
He's the guy
stairs
you
orb.
need to be heating up for you, really.
Yeah, I think that's what most teams are going to do.
Light armor across every single member on the side of FPX.
He threw a C orb just now, yeah?
Foot hungry for a bonus.
Yeah,
If they
he
can
was
pull
good.
this off and get momentum going their way, that would be big. Meanwhile, FPX choosing to take the fight to them.
So they fight over there. They realize
Good
it's like a
job for Foot to
refight
stay
with
ahead of that
3.
reclear utility, though, and not get
And
punished.
they're like, bro,
As I
go
say that,
somewhere
Autumn
into the other
takes the head
controllers.
off of
Fuck that
Atacap.
place.
He's so aggressive on trying to take that space, and he gets punished for it.
Foot love tapping the bomb B and then
Pushing into Swan.
heading towards that C side of the map as well. They're about to have a pinch on the Berlin here.
Oh,
What
yeah.
can Berlin do in this moment? Once this
We're going to
Viper
see a super
orb goes
unique
down,
look
he's
here
gonna
from
have to go for
Foot.
broke.
I love it.
They're on the other side. Yep. There it goes.
Ooh.
The orb goes down, and with it goes
They're going
Berlin's
to work
health.
him, chat.
And Yetije is in such a deep lurk spot
Yeah.
that by the time it actually unfolds for FPX, he's just going to get immense value.
But you can see it. Both members of FPX, as soon as they try clearing through here, they're looking back into Spawn. They had an idea of where Yetuje was, but he's still able to capitalize on it.
Oh, that TV will be heard from CNET.
Yeah, Lysor tried being cheeky with it.
This should just be a save here, Doug.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way for them to get in on this.
And already, much like the last map for FPX, Foot now have their foot on the gas.
Oh, God, he's done it.
We talked about how big bonuses are.
It's huge.
This is so huge for Foot.
And without any ults being used, this allows for the next gun round like a snowball to happen, right? Because now you have CNET coming up on Knives.
Again.
You have Ida Captain coming up on Viper's Pit. Yetije is already going to have his ult probably by the next round after he farms some lurk kills into this eco round. So when that next gun round comes along, it's going to be hard for FPX. That being said, they do have a Thrash coming online for themselves soon, which will be good. And this will be another force buy, actually.
Okay, the
from the
switch
side of
up here
FPX.
came in from B.
Lysor with no armor.
There's double peeking this,
And it's a
taking
heavy crunch
fights.
from C. I mean, this feels like we're watching Sunset all
They're
over again.
immediately rolling
Foot
off
are
of
still
it.
back in spawn, and FPX are pushing in forward. They get a paranoia out. They get a lot of space, but Foot, feeling the pressure coming from the left side, decide they want to rotate right.
This is really good IGLing from Foot.
Berlin is going to be the only one here.
Yeah, and he can't do much here. He just has to hold, wait for his team to come retake.
He got tagged, too, down to 86 HP, no armor.
Oh, he might get cleared here, Doug.
Oh, he's playing a timing. He may be able to punish! Berlin gets 2!
What shots?
So well played.
Whoa.
And now realizing reinforcements are around the corner.
Finally
Play a
pops
bit more
this.
patiently.
Big kill.
A clean shot. This is where you see the force was well invested. As Ada Captain stands alone against 5, now 4.
Imagine.
Life has gotten the defuse to half. You triple, quadruple face. That's a terrifying sight to swing into.
And what a round from Burr.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you like what kind of happens here, because this is, you can see, say like on the bonus, right? Like what Foot is doing to them. So they prod at A, they encounter the triple push, right? The Omen blind, the Raze is clearly here, the Gecko's here. So they roll into B. The Viper is here. The Viper mollies from heaven. And the Cypher knows that. So they now know this is the setup. And they're just fucking abusing them. Like, they're just IGL diffing them right now. And comp diffing them massively.
Viper wall going up A.
Like, the whole thing is just...
The paranoia from Lysor too.
Like, he knows because there's no Killjoy, guys. There's no Cypher. Like, that's what usually prevents you from doing this play. Like...
They hear him. They hear him.
Oh, wow, that's amazing by Life, dude. That's amazing by Life. I can't even believe he reacted so fast.
Through all of that, though, they get enough space to clear the spike to C, and they get the pit down.
What?
You see Cracks had his fault line, instantly used it to cut off any sort of attempt at a flood. Still 2 flashes
I don't know
to
if
his
the
name.
crowd is really there right now. Like, not really sure.
Yeah, but they have the perfect counter to this ult, and it's Ion's ult. Thrash going forward, looking to find the selective target, and it's found.
Oh, he got his teammate though.
Ada Captain will fall. The pit will go with it. They still have a shot at this, so it's CNED. 1v2, Blades online, he might not match.
Oh,
fuck, dude. The round.
Oh, my God, dude.
He does it again. The Jet on Lotus.
Shit.
Doesn't even need the knives, and he's 8-2.
He's so fast.
Online.
He's so fast.
That last Raze map, a distant memory. He's hitting all the heads now. At the end, the one-tap dash.
Jesus.
And he gets up. Oh.
Damn, dude. CNED's so different these days. I love it.
That will probably cause FPX to call
Yo,
a timeout,
confident CNED on
should.
Turkish team
They
goes
need to ice that man
so
right
crazy.
now, because he's popping off.
Out of a seat with fire. Foot up 3 rounds. And those are rounds that, I mean, a couple of them easily could have gone the other way. That one being one of them. That last one we just saw was a
So
perfect
animated
example.
with his hands. One sec.
It's so
Snack time.
scrappy.
Drink time.
Just as you think, you know, it's almost impossible for the retake to come through. Lysor on the flank gets that kill last second. I don't know. I don't even know how he got that. Like through the box, headshot.
It was something ridiculous. Yeah.
Makes it come down to what, a 2v1? After all that?
And then CNED happened.
Yeah. And I wonder now if FPX is realizing that everywhere that they're showing with a mass amount of players on a re-clear, that Foot is just going the opposite way instantly. And I wonder if they're going to adapt to that and adjust and maybe fake pressure this A utility and then already be cheating towards that C side of the map.
I was about to say, as far as adaptations and adjustments go, there's one. The Odin spam. Uh-oh. CNED's in trouble. Oh, they don't know. Oh, they don't know. They don't know. Oh, CNED gets away with murder. It looked like he was a dead man walking. But he's far from done. Pushing the pace and looking for more. What a disastrous round.
I cannot believe that just happened.
One enemy
I'm at a loss for words.
A flawless round for Foot as they get to 5.
And you see it, though. You see how Foot are going to be able to punish the set plays that FPX are able to run here. And yeah, this is not going to happen every single time, right?
Well, and the problem
that's
was
so unfortunate.
Yeah, and the problem was, I mean, I
missed
think it was
another
because he was behind the
CNED
Viper wall,
highlight.
so there's no way to see where the Dizzy had gone.
What just happened?
But
This guy's
took
just
that
killing
space
everyone.
so aggressively because he understands
Wait,
the
what did he
timings and the
just do
internal
to them?
clock of FPX and how they like to use their re-clear utility.
Well, and then there was also the spam from the Odin that allowed safe passage and provided
Oh
suppressive fire for him to take that line.
Yo, he's just
Ridiculous,
running
and so
it down.
FPX off of that are back to
I hate
scraps for
I hate that
Alive.
we're seeing
Marshall
Autumn.
in the hands
It's
of Berlin, but
tripping me
that's it.
out.
Life Much like the previous map, he solo pushes up mid, but this time, Foot aren't falling for those antics. And he gets punished.
If you're Foot here, you want to get through this round as cleanly as you can. Try not to take any damage, which so far they've been successful in doing, and preserve all of their
God doesn't want no dirty feet.
But
Keep
as
it
we've
clean.
seen this tournament, I know the days are early, but this seems to be when silliness happens. I don't think it's going to be the case this time around.
Even when we're not specking Autumn, we're still specking
Yeah, they've lost
Autumn.
out of captain, but the rest of them are still healthy. They still have 3 ults to work with.
Surely we're changing
That
that
looks so
by
good
now.
on this map
Come on.
so far, Doug. They've been
Oh,
manipulating
that's up, Sunspot.
rotations. They've been beating timings.
Autumn
They're
camp.
winning gunfights now, unlike the last map.
It's an important part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this comp's cooked.
Yeah. Autumn will fall.
This comp is cooked, chat. Like I said, I mean, all you need to do is just look at this bonus and just see how Foot are playing this shit. They detect the 3A. They roll to B. They detect the Viper Heaven. They do this slow split now. Now it's just like, oh, bro, this Asher's fucked. They have a cam on Mound, so they know she didn't push. So now they're in a scenario where they have Waterfall, Spawn, Mound, and B. Like, you are fucked. You're actually fucked. Like, that's...
Oh, Mr. Fallen
They're
starting
just
to
playing
snap.
off of the shit that's
And he gets
happening.
attacked.
Like, look, they're out. All right, they're
Cena's
playing
really
A.
playing this
We're
like
out.
like a monster.
Ooh, that's a big one, though. Through the smoke?
I'm not really sure how.
Through the
Got
smoke
killed.
is kind of crazy. Okay.
I think he
That's a
must have just,
crazy shot.
I think he must have just spammed him through that default orb there.
But they're rotating back towards C. FPX are cracked, still with his ult.
So checking the cam every now and then, seeing what's going
I
on
thought they
over
were
here.
going to invest it into this hit,
You
but
know, no
no.
one pushed A.
Hanging onto it for now. Autumn getting tagged up.
They're holding
He's
the...
isolated.
Oh, that's
really
insane.
nobody
by
there to
Mr.
help him, but it might not
What is
matter.
Mr. Fallen
As
cooking
Autumn's
there,
glad to do it on
bro?
his own. The spike is
Mr.
crossed, but I don't think
Fallen,
they're
you
aware.
good?
They're so
Or...
concerned for Yetu on the flank that Life is still holding mid.
Oh
Whoa.
my gosh, what a shot!
Oh, fuck.
Still
Chad.
3 to be found.
Chad.
Yetu healthy.
He's got that aim in him right now.
3, that high low is brutal. As Ion drops them, and as FPX get their second.
Dude, I swear, he just needed the earlier fight. They didn't give him the early fight when he was, like, in the zone. Autumn is
So
fucking
clean.
crazy, huh?
And this was that spam from the beginning of the round. Just the timing.
Oh, wow.
Poor Ada Captain. Head gets taken clean off.
Those are the worst.
And there's something that's just so funny about seeing Mr. Fallen in that scenario with an Odin being the one that pushes through a Viper Molly. That's not something that you see every day.
No.
Wait, it's still Autumn? I wasn't paying
Now they're
attention
off
anymore.
online
That's
for
that's
CNED.
that's something.
I don't
It's
think
not
we're
him
going to get a
anymore, we're
straight up
good.
op duel because there are so many members here from both teams.
That's crazy. Wait,
Life is the first to fall, and Life gets a shot onto
how do you
CNED.
get that?
Big kill.
Spam, maybe?
That causes
He didn't
Yetajay
even
to
shoot, right?
bring it back with the team, and they regroup as a unit.
Wait,
finding
Life
second.
got that?
Push through the smoke!
As Ion's going to into the 1-2, now the spike's sitting on the ground. They invest the Thrash, and they take the space with it.
Ooh.
Nowhere for them to go. This is really big for Mr. Fallen.
Are they aware?
He's got to find some success, and he's got the cross covered,
My camera is destroyed.
but has to give the space up. Understanding they're likely pushing into
Oh.
Swan. Keep a close eye on Mr. Fallen. He's the X factor in this round. On the swing, dropped.
Nah,
Yetajay
Yetajay
now
wins
wants
these,
to load.
chat. You don't even know.
In 1v3,
Y'all
yeah,
don't
he
know.
managed to get the
You don't
spike
know
down,
him.
but
You don't know him like
the
I
hard
know
part
him,
is yet to
chat.
come.
Okay? You don't know him like that.
He's not even going to find one.
He only does it in the MEA.
And poise being shown from FPX on that
I just-
retake. Yeah, they could have rushed down
Oh.
Yetajay there when he was thrashed.
I-
But they decide to just chill out.
No,
regroup, let's
it's not
replay
on
Heaven
me.
Because they know that they don't have a sentinel.
FPX are
right?
too
So
good.
Foot can really get into these really aggressive lurk
FPX
spots,
are actually insane.
and they have to at least be grouped up and be able to trade if
It's
something
this
happens. In
comp.
this case, Ion just goes.
Like, the FX players are really fucking good. Their spacing right there was amazing. In the individual fights, they're incredible. I don't know, man. Like, The comp is fucking them right now.
Schmeeg plays.
And even little things like making sure you're facing the right side
All right.
and then turning to take the shot when you
This
have
is
the
this
op out,
is
so the
kind of
barrel doesn't give
unique,
you
right?
away
Like
and
a
you're
weird
peeking outside of that smoke,
2-1-2.
which is crazy.
They're just
And
trying to
now
fight
because
everything.
CNET invested in attack op. There's a double op on the defensive side. But I
Huge
feel like
setup
Foot
here
are
on this
reading
B
into this and they're
hit.
hitting B.
Oh my
One
god.
of the ops is
Holy
Auto
fuck.
the
Autumn is
support.
nasty.
2 and Life goes in aggressive. But Mr. Fallen's there for the trade.
Last player standing.
It's not really seeming to matter.
Oh
That
my
double up setup.
god.
And then the rockets at boot was just too much.
And that got scary for a second there. Life was very
Maybe
patient,
Viper.
not shooting CNET when he
No,
crossed
he
with the wide
can't be.
swing.
He can't
But
be.
somehow that shot on the breach
Who
didn't
played it on
connect,
Breeze?
But he was bailed out by Autumn. That was
find
really
it.
good team chemistry and good support. Beautiful.
Very nicely done by Autumn, for
And
sure.
then Life with the re-engagement with the rocket too. What an awesome string of events. And FPX are bringing this one back. Foot need to close this half out.
Lysor plays Viper.
We've seen how powerful FPX can be on the attacking side.
CNET pop blades and has a stinger.
And Mr. Fallen has an off, but he gets
Not anymore.
Shit.
taken out.
Ooh,
Oh, where
fuck.
did that shot go?
Oh,
Meanwhile,
fuck.
Blade's going aggressive.
What is
Top
happening?
No way.
Oh
Now
my
rolling thunder two
god.
is only going to tag on one. Keep an eye on Autumn again. Could be finding just the right time, but the hit's
Bro.
B.
They're
At least
abusing
one
the
of it
no
is the spike C,
senti.
but they've completely
They're abusing
divided
no
their
senti.
attention.
It's a mouse.
And it's thrown FPX into disarray. Cracks pushing forward.
Great util
dropping
by
one.
Cracks.
And now things slow down. Look at it. FPX have to tuck.
Dude, look
Back
where
and
Foot
squad.
is. How many fucking Lotus rounds have you seen like this, chat? Where a team has all of C, all of Waterfall, all of B, all of B Heaven, all of the door, all of front B, and then 4-on-2. They have so much.
Enemy remaining.
Berlin still with the option.
There's so much shit, bro. They have literally everything.
This is
You have
ambitious.
to clear every single angle
Economy
meticulously.
is good for the likes of FPX. They built up.
There's nowhere to go. my friend.
Fucking guy in
There's
spawn,
nowhere
man. Bro, a fault line's coming from front B. You're fighting a guy Link and you're getting flanked from
They're
spawn.
playing the win condition.
That's crazy.
Beautiful.
That's actually
they
crazy.
understand that FPX doesn't have a sentinel. They don't have any info on every single lane. And on a
I
map like
swear,
Lotus, if you
give these guys a normal comp. Give them a normal comp and they win. Because they're actually incredible and their micro plays are good.
yeah. And I love how there was like a little no scope
Backshotted.
duel in the smoke there.
Please.
Cena dashed into it, grabbed the op. Berlin goes for the no scope.
Last round of the half. CNET with Op still in hand.
Ooh,
His life
that's a
has
good
joined
breach
him.
flash.
And once again, there's aggression on both sides. Life's the first to fall. Here, the
Alright.
op shots continue to rattle off.
The Cypher is just
Threat and
lurking
a warning
B.
on the other side of all of his utility.
He's going to look for the opening now.
They're trying to find some space too. Trying to tuck and maybe catch a timing, but Ion pays forward with his life, and Footer not slowing down.
Oh, they decided to have no
Punishing.
lure.
That A.
Unironically, this is the perfect round to call what they did. The IGLing was so good. So, ooh.
But there's still so much work to be done.
And Autumn
pretty
is
good
nowhere to
wall.
be found. He's so worried about Yedije as he should be.
Perfect round to not use the
Yedije
lurk, by the
optimism.
way.
Come
Because
back with the team.
you'd see this was around FPX had one player anchored to a
It's just
pit,
so ridiculous to deal with.
and they had bid lurking, so.
Autumn will fall. Berlin gets his 2. Almost.
Ooh.
Puts on a clip.
Damn.
But it's just not enough. His foot gets 8. And I think
4.
the last thing I very
Someone in
quickly wanna
chat
mention on that
did say 4 was enough.
and by him, just the threat of him doing that is enough to tie up defenses.
Yeah, and when you don't have a Cypher of your own to kind of check that, it's tough to play against. That being said, FPX is good on the attacking side, at least on the last map that we saw. And they're going to have to shine here with this triple controller. They're going to have to manipulate the rotations with all the smokes that they have, maybe get their own lurks in. I think that should be the recipe for success for them if they want a chance to bring this map back.
We'll see if they can pull it off as we throw it down to the analyst.
I don't
to break
know.
down that first half.
Where am I listening to this music?
Thank you so much, fellas, for that one. Exciting,
Like,
though.
where would this
Exciting
music
way
be?
to start off on Lotus here, and you know, I think it's safe to say that both teams really
some fucking
just
like
pushing
hip
each
LA
other,
bar or
in these
something
opening matchups, which is exactly what you want to see at a big
that I
global
don't
event
want to
like
be
this.
at.
Yeah, exactly. It got too close for comfort, I have to say, at some point. I
Like,
think that
where
they
do I
had
hear
a
this
very,
music?
Very good timeout and got some solutions for FPX, like the op-on live that we saw, like canceling
It's
the
so
rounds time and
unique.
time again. Also, we saw some instances where Foot were a little bit thrown off by the Astra being there and maybe not expecting that amount of utility, but there were also so many instances.
Wake up,
where
I'm
they
still at the
were,
club.
Prepared, and we got to
This
see
was sick
Charles
clip.
Bennington just being him.
Yeah.
Just incredible performances. I mean, one of the things that Baby Bear was touching on is we don't see that many duelist players opt to go for Jet on this map. One of the only other ones that really comes to mind, something on PRX, but that's in a double duelist.
Yeah, like a hipster coffee shop. Yeah.
The thing is,
Germany,
we talk about
okay.
time and
I
time
can
again,
see
it's
that
just how much
actually.
more
I've been in
comfortable
Germany a
Live
lot.
has
And
been
yeah, I can
in
see
the
that
last
actually.
several years. We saw
That's
that
pretty
from
good.
Nemesis
That's a
to
good one.
Navi. Now he's just been absolutely thriving. And to see CNED pop off like that so hard that the admin has to go recover the chair for him.
Yeah.
It's just, that's a
I also
scary
went to
thing
this,
see.
like,
if I've FPX on the opposite side of the stage,
cool little
I'm
sandwich place in
getting real
Stockholm that
worried.
was
After that
super
play, I would have thrown my
hipster.
chair away as well, but it would never happen. No, I love to see, even with that, it's just an 8-4 half. I think that especially on the attack with all that utility, and again, the way the Berlin is playing, this is going to be very, very complicated for Foot to keep up.
Yeah, they win themselves 2 rounds. They're right back in this bad boy, and then Foot's going to be in trouble. Let's see how this second half plays out.
Hangover
Send it back
cure.
to Doug and Baby Bay.
Yeah, probably like your electrolytes.
Thanks so much, UB. You're right. It's really just 2 rounds that
Your
kinda
electrolytes,
get
drink
this
a
to be
lot of
so much more
water.
competitive, and because of that, all of the focus goes towards this pistol.
I like
if FPX are
to
able to convert, we've got a game on our hands.
kind of like walk, sweat it out, go in the sauna or something.
Another slow approach. Don't want to get caught out by a
What's
breach
up with the
trap, a
audio?
breach stun.
Okay.
This is a very unique Viper orb. from the side of
Very
FPX.
weird. Very weird Viper
But the
orb.
benefit of running triple controller is that it's okay that you can't really scoop it up anymore.
What?
You have so many other things at your disposal.
But why would you waste the Viper orb?
Looks like
What?
put our position for this fight. if
Oh wait,
anybody
he
belongs
didn't.
to
He
that
didn't
fault
waste
line
it. What
is
are we
being
talking
run right
about?
now
The
from
fuck
the
are we
side of
talking
Dax.
about? You're talking about Attic
All
Captain.
the way across from heaven into the tree.
Off of the cam. There it is. The cam triggers the fault line.
Very smart from FPX to bait that out.
Oh,
Big fight.
CNED. That was
Oh,
filth. Berlin
Jesus.
just destroyed him.
Instant.
Completely decapitating him, but now attention of the site goes towards B as the spike is in tow. Ion committing to getting the spike down. You see the paranoia
Cleanser
coming through, but they've
shots.
got what they wanted. They're getting the kills as well. Mr. Fallen down to 15 HP, out of Captain healthy, yes, but they're so outnumbered. And there's still so much left to do. A sheriff in hand for the Omen, instantly dropped out of Captain, manages to get his one. Still 3 to be found on the other side, 40 HP. Time is short, surely they swing on this, they get the kill. Massive pistol for FPX.
All right.
And I'm
We-
sorry,
we have
but
a
you're
game
just
again.
not winning a 1v3 when you're up against all 3 controllers.
Yeah, that's so difficult.
But the real star of the show here was Berlin there, taking out CNED. This was, oh, what a shot! That was crazy.
Actually,
And
it
then
went
these
to a
post
juice.
plants,
The reason
if
why it
FPX
got
are
me
able to
so
get the
hard.
bomb down,
I was laughing at the
the
YouTube comment
smokes
right
that
there.
you have to just cover
But
every single choke.
I went to a fucking juice bar today. Well, yesterday, I guess.
Instead of the Sage, because if
Like
they
9
had
a.m.
run
with
through these
Ella.
smokes dry, in this series, it would have been over.
I like it.
And as I say that, life
Oh,
takes the life
shit.
away. 2 members of Foot, Krax and Yedije.
I saw
We're
those
gonna have to wait till
fucking
next round
shots for like
to play
$6
again.
a piece. And I'm like, ain't no
really
way.
setting the-
I
themselves up nicely
I
for
could
a
be
bonus
like
here.
a fucking multi-millionaire. I'm not buying those shots for 6
3
dollars a
rifles and an
piece.
outlaw. You know
I'm
you're gonna
never
get caught by
buying
a
those
fourth.
shots, bro.
So assuming no silliness takes place.
What is going
which
on?
Is always a possibility. They're gonna have, yeah, what, 3 rifles and an outlaw carried into the next, so they're gonna be able to buy their 4th.
And Life is going to plant the spike as well.
Maybe
and
they're like 2
potentially
for
even
6
go
or
hunt
something. I don't even
Mr.
know.
Fallen.
I just
Berlin might
saw
be the one to catch him.
He will have Rocket online for the
Dude.
bonus.
what
Look,
what
look,
are you
he's just
cooking?
toying with him.
Autumn's the one that gets a kill. So a little bit closer to having that pit online, but they're the 2 rounds that GB was talking
Okay,
about. They're the ones he
guys.
was looking for.
And this round
I think FPX might 2-0 them if they just win this bonus. Yeah, it's very likely at this point. It's pretty likely.
Nice shots.
Yeah, Life has been really impressive this series.
He's one off of that showstopper. And I think you're not going to see anything special here from the side of FPX. I think you're going to see a very steady default for the first 15 seconds, waiting for an aggressive play.
Wait, popped his dash. Normally Cena doesn't pop his dash like this. I think he's scared they're going to like disrespect this shit.
No space gathered on that A side of the map.
And a ton of damage dealt onto Life.
I don't think he'll get this back.
51 HP, no armor. Tough spot to be in.
I mean,
yeah.
This smoke on the A side of the
Dude,
map.
their only initiator
so
just
unique.
lost his only flash.
Denies
Think
the
about
A
that for a
stairs.
second.
Info from the side of Foot. They're not able to know if somebody crosses A like that.
They're not ready.
A lot of C pressure was being made. Just now, they opt to go back.
True that, Carol.
Reconnecting with Berlin.
Although I
Safon's the
do.
only one who's here, and yeah, there's a trip to help out a little bit. That jump spot must have seen
Wait,
something
is he
because
gonna
you've got
finish?
Cracks already
Oh,
rotating back over with the
fuck.
fault line in hand.
That's pretty
Life
sick.
committing his ult.
Yoink.
And he's gonna get so much space off this. Foot
Fucking
deciding they don't
big
want to fight, they
yoink.
don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
They'll rather fight for the retake. Cracks has his fault line back up. A paranoia. But take a look at Life. He's tucked. He's right beneath them. Oh, they do check him out. Captain's able to get one. But the other kill's not going the way of Foot. What a round.
Jesus
Lysor
Christ.
just insta 3 players. Wasn't even close.
What?
And I like the approach from Foot. I like that they gave sight.
The aim
because of that
is
showstopper
ridiculous.
being online and
The aim
they
is
got
so good.
macroed.
Yep, GG
movement
2-0.
was just not there. They didn't have the players to hold the actual site. And they want to do a cohesive retake with the breach utility. And this time, you know, I was saying, you know, how strong
These guys are the
FPX's comp can
truth.
be on those post
my
plants because they have so
God.
many smokes. They didn't even need them. They just had crossfires on the site, and that was
Oh shit!
What was that?
My God!
On the lat with
What
the
was
wall to
that?
start the round.
Yo,
Surely
he
there's
said,
a timeout on the
what
other
was
side of this.
that?
It's slipping away.
Momentum is reaching its fever
fucking
pitch with the crowd
He
fully
got
behind it.
blindsided by it. Honestly, it caught
And an
me off
upgrade for
guard.
Life. He'll throw that outlaw out of the map. Pick up Lysor's Vandal.
With how good he's been with it, it might be a downgrade. Who knows?
Dude.
That's fast. And this should be a thrash
just
online for the next
double
round.
outlaws
The
them
snowball
on a
is
insta
real.
satchel
This is
out?
what happens when you win bonus. And a big reason why they won that is because of how impactful Life was in those first couple of rounds.
With the outlaw.
Getting that showstopper online for the bonus
I don't
round.
even
And yeah, he didn't
remember
kill
what
anybody
I
with
was
it, but
going
he
to do on
secured
my
a free
second
site
monitor
that
now. I
gave
got
his team
so
a chance
distracted.
at winning.
Oh, and then even when he was playing in Hell under ropes, yeah, they saw him when they were flooding out from heaven. So that drew the attention of 3 members, which allowed for the 3K to come from stairs.
Yeah.
Because everybody was focused on trying to clean up Life.
I mean, every single gun round so far and probably moving forward on this half, FPX is going to have an ult online. That is,
If they handle it correctly, you're absolutely right.
that is unreal.
Oh,
if
yeah,
they
that's
win
right.
this
We're talking
round
about the fast.
with just a Thrash invested,
That's so crazy. That
all of a
doubles
sudden
that
you're going to
gun.
have Viper Spit coming up online. Then you're going to have the Astro Wall. Then you're going to have another rocket. Life is halfway to another rocket. CNED will have to pick up an op, though, to answer.
Or at
Much
least
like-
attempt to.
Yeah, much like how Life had to pick up an
No,
op on the
I
defensive side.
actually think FPX has looked really good.
He has to be.
I know it's
back.
easy to meme on EMEA
Bring
right
them
now.
back into this game 'cause
Trust
it
me.
feels like FPX is in the driver's wheel.
It's real.
Mr.
Ooh.
Fall.
Oh boy.
That is not what they were looking for.
This is that smoke I'm talking about,
Yeah.
though. Nobody does this. I've never seen that. And you see why they do it. CNED tries to get the punish, but he just gets insta.
Start to see that other smoke dissipate. And I believe
So many layers.
Oh, they're not even gonna try to pick up the op. They're not concerned about it at all.
This is all ultimately set up for a B split. This is why you see 2 players front B lurking up, clearing space now. They have the Viper's wall that blocks off Heaven control. I mean, if they get bombed down on this B site, if they opt to truly go there, it's going to be so hard to retake for Foot.
There's a lot for Captain to figure out.
It's a free site.
No way, Life.
He got tagged.
You greedy
Ball
fuck.
gonna buy a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was
going
gonna hunt it for a second.
He's so far up.
Ooh,
this
they're
is
not,
really
they're not,
dangerous.
oh my god.
On the other side of the smoke, the snap onto Captain is perfect.
Oh
Come on.
god, they're so fast, bro.
Potentially.
This guy's so
The
dead.
next target sitting on the other side.
Bro, you see him shake his head? Why was he mad?
Some space.
He's like, bro, why are you making him not fight me?
Just around the corner. Yeah, the kills get traded a
Oh
little bit,
my
but
God.
FPX take the lead.
The pressure that FPX is putting on right now is
Did you
too
see
immense for Foot.
he got
They
like
cannot
pissed for a
handle it.
second with the
And
Gecko
going
Mauler.
down numbers like that
Or maybe
early,
I'm just
especially
playing
against
fucking
all these smokes that are going
schizo
on.
armchair psychologist.
It just makes it
misreading it.
impossible, it feels like. And then Life
Watch
just
him
taking
here.
like those intuition
Oh, fuck,
timings in a
goodness.
smoke and just peeking out, which we've seen him do all series long. I mean, listen, when you get punished for it, it can look real bad.
But when you
But
don't,
when you
Yeah, I'll
don't,
find it one
you
sec.
win matches. And that's that timeout you were speaking of.
perhaps around late, but they do call it. And it'll give them a chance to
So,
think things through and perhaps
think it's,
talk
like, right here,
through
right?
strategy
Watch-
for
watch
this
this
round and
cam.
maybe even the next. As soon as we get back into the action, we can have the discussion around what ults are online.
He's
but
pissed for
I
a
think you're
second,
right,
bro.
Dre, if they continue
What
to be this aggressive, if FPX continue to push the pace, to
It's like, why the
aggressively fight
fuck?
into smokes, to
Bro,
aggressively catch timings,
I'm trying to
This
take
triple
this
control
fucking fight. What are you
it
doing?
may just be too much for Foot to deal with.
They
Yo.
knows what's transpiring.
He was actually
They
pissed.
understand that
They're
Life has been
dialed,
playing
man.
like
They
this
are
and pushing through
dialed
smokes and
in.
everything.
They're dialed in. It might look like they're scrimming, but they're so dialed in. They're so dialed in that their fucking duelist who looks like he's just seeing red out there, just running it down. He's telling his Gecko to stop wasting his shit because that util is super important in this comp in the post. That's what he's saying.
Them really close to coming online.
Oh
Oh
another
my
one.
god, again.
You
Why
don't
is
expect
he
this
using the
round to go their
flash
way,
like
but
this,
if Life
though?
continues to tee off, I mean,
He's got
they're
another showstopper.
Yeah,
That's their only
that's the
fucking
real
flash.
issue here for Foot. But I want to draw attention to the next round because I think here, if you're
Look,
Foot,
they're like, yo, we
your
really need
objective
that
is getting
actually,
the ult
bro.
online for Captain, and then potentially for
He's
cracks
like,
if you can
oh,
swing it.
we needed that?
But Life is aware of the fact that that's the prized possession. I mean, an exchange of weaponry, and now Life going forward. Even the flash, I mean, as soon as the one-way goes up, they're just, oh my good night.
No, I know it's because it was shot.
He just got
They could throw it
overwhelmed.
straight up.
And then Life puts a bullet between his eyes.
Oh my god. These outlaws. It's the same one.
With
Just being
all this
tossed
pressure
around.
on C and the lurk dying front B,
It's over for
Autumn
Foot,
is able to
bro.
just walk all the way up to A and allow his whole team to come back to him. It's another complete dismantling from
That's
each
a
lane.
that's a really good
Much
cam.
like Sunset. Yep. It's actually so similar how they're playing this default on attack. A 4-1, they pressure, they manipulate rotations, and then they hone it in just like this. I mean, both these teams have had great success on their attacking side, but FPX is on a different level right now.
They don't seem to be slowing down anytime soon either.
I mean, they're gonna knife him.
Oh,
They're gonna knife him.
no
They're gonna try.
way,
This
bro.
is-
No way.
This is the amount of
No
disrespect we're seeing right here.
And my brother, they're being egged on by the entire crowd.
Mr. Fallen needs to die to bomb here.
I think
Wow,
he'll
Mr.
succeed.
Fallen doesn't want the
He
smoke?
somehow managed to
No,
slip
I'm
that and
rooting for
get away.
FPX now.
I mean,
No, this is coward behavior out of
Oh, wait.
Mr. Fallen. Wait.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, imagine that. That would have been
that would have been so hilarious. bro.
that.
That would've
I
been
was
funny.
completely not thinking about the spike anymore, and when he
When
got
you're
to the
playing-
spike, I was like, wait, there's another objective in this fucking game. It's way more important than this whole knife fight. That's I've been.
That's not a good feeling to have.
Oh, it's in my own world.
Foot they need to let that drive them to make a comeback into this map. They need to get angry. They need to dig deep. And they need to show why they made it here.
Jesus.
That's all well and good, but
Showstopper on life, looking like a B play.
FPX have won 6 rounds in a row.
Seen on the op at Mound. He's gonna open the door.
They've got another one just around.
Ooh, here we go. Open the door, CNED. Oh fuck yeah. Oh, but
it's a must-win round. They have to convert.
Oh no.
Already fallen.
Oh fuck.
CNED's got an opposite on the trade, and Autumn will fall too.
4 on 3.
So much space
That was a really big kill by CNED.
This is where he has found so much success. He's playing in the smokes, but they know. Up train, shot landed,
Right
life down.
What a maniac.
It was this wall.
But it's worked.
Yeah, it has. It has. Foot this time.
What are all 3 of the walls actually going to be?
To let that work once more.
They made an A.
So spamming the smoke the entire time as well. They're so aware that that could be a possibility.
And they were right.
Yeah.
They've got to be careful here. A 2v4
That defensive eyeball is kind of sick.
in theory should go the way of Foot, but they lost so many numbers advantage rounds in the previous map. No round is secure here.
These micro plays, like just that smoke being there and giving Berlin a little pocket
What's he doing?
to play in, and potentially have
He thought them.
players from Foot like
I
overlook
guess
that.
his teammate probably told him plant front
I
side.
mean, these are so. It's so unique to see a team doing things like this, and how frequent they're doing it as well.
A 2v4 would be backbreaking. It'd be debilitating.
He
It'd be
knows he's here.
devastating.
Surely you know. He knows, right?
And if
Yeah,
seeing
not
it
know.
turns, manages to
What
hit
a
the
shot, dude.
And not a moment too soon.
Damn.
Because it looked like he
Huge
was a
round
dead
by
man
CNED.
walking.
Huge fucking round. I think he's gonna be mound again.
And life back into the likes of
Now
Foot.
that he has.
Big kills there from CNED. That
Did he
quick
purposely
scope.
say that?
He may have missed the first shot after you open that door, but this quick scope right here, that was so
That's
nice.
a massive kill.
And finally, things go the way of
Damn.
Foot for the first time. They finally get a first blood. An answer back.
Life's kind of a
Man advantage.
ranger.
Now they have
He's
5
tilting out
ultimates
there.
online.
He's just like you, chat.
CNED opting towards the C
For
side
real.
again.
No op on the other side to challenge. He's going to get that line for free.
He's done playing around.
Mr. Fallen over his shoulder, there to help. And Crack's not far off.
Wow.
That's a massive opener.
Oh, fuck. And he collected the cam so he can replace that shit in 15.
That was a crazy shot.
Damn.
They still need to convert, though.
And with CNED having this line, this deep C line, I mean, Foot have all the info now. They're aware that FPX is throwing a lot of utility towards this A side.
I'm scared right now for Attic.
It allows them to lean majority of the players there.
Looks like a B split based on Astra, but
Thrash online for Ion.
CNED gonna open the door again
Yeah,
on this
looks
Astra.
like it's going to end up as a B split. You see all the
Nope.
Astra utility, the smokes going up, the cover being created. Autumn has this pit. But you've got him at, it's a 5 ult on the other
fuck.
side. That
Is he
Rolling
gonna
Thunder's
pop
going to hit all
knives
3
and
and they're going to
stash in?
flood into it. Can they navigate this pit and get the kills they need?
30 seconds.
As
He
the pit
missed.
goes down,
He
the
missed.
kills go up.
Oh,
a 2v2.
no.
Spike's still not committed. They're going to find safe passage and they can leave.
The transition.
Oh, fuck.
No way Berlin is here right now.
Oh, shit.
Surely
dude.
they don't expect this. Oh, he's been spotted.
Time.
5 bullets, 46 HP, 10 seconds
Nice
left. The shots from
shot.
Captain are good.
I don't know about that all.
Berlin's gonna have to
I don't
pull
know
some
about
back.
this, sir. I don't know about this.
He's ahead of this, so he's so far ahead of it.
no.
The pit goes down.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, DJ with so much to do. And Berlin holding the line decides to tuck tail, reposition, get away.
Oh,
Buy
fuck.
some time and create some space.
He knows.
So well.
There's no
Yeah, DJ's
tap.
going aggressive. He's buying time. He's got to land the shots, and he does. But that was far from secure.
Fuck, he's yelling at him.
That was an intense round.
God damn.
But it goes the way
Oh.
of Foot. Yedije coming up big there in that 1v1.
God
Wide
damn,
swing,
this
clearing
game is
that
good.
angle. A lot of players in that scenario may think, oh, maybe he's wrapping around.
I know. I
CT
think Berlin
already.
played that so well.
And time is short.
He
FPX
read
back.
it.
Yep,
He really knew that the push was coming. But even though you know, like deep down, you still have that doubt, right? Like, what if I'm wrong and this guy's in the site and I am way out of the play? Like, what if he's top site sticking that? You know, the round's literally over. But so like he's trusting his instincts to an immense degree right there to make that play. But even like the littlest bit of self-doubt, he wasn't ready for the peak, like you could tell.
Just hasn't been invested yet. I feel like Hyung has been sitting on that for the last, like, what, 3 rounds?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
He played it really
We're going to see
well.
a change of pace perhaps after this timeout from the likes of FPX. Maybe flip the
Yeah,
switch
he
and
was
just do
thinking
and
about running
execute
on that top.
something
Yeah,
else.
Which we haven't really
like
seen
his
them do,
brain
all
was
series.
like
No,
in
not
that
at all.
next mode. I feel like, yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, when you win that many rounds in a row, doing the same thing, you don't really need to do anything different. But they must change things up now because it just looks like Foot have a read.
Oh, is that what we've gone, Joe?
I will
4-8,
say this
10-8.
though. I will say this though. One thing that
Game of
FPX did do
runs?
successfully there is they got all those ults that we were talking about that Foot had. They had 5.
Look,
they just
Pink,
have 1 now.
Don't ask
So
the
they managed to get
hard-hitting
through a lot of
questions,
that
okay?
stuff.
We're not here to
Set
answer
themselves
those.
up nicely for the closing of the half.
Oh,
For the
this is
closing,
interesting.
potentially the series. That's a big kill.
That is insanely fast.
It's CNET is not backing down.
Just a
That
baiting
was
cipher.
so fast. And with that shot being committed there, Yedege is tucked behind this wall, but he doesn't like what he has. He does not like what he's
I
seen.
agree
he
with
backs
that.
up.
That's a good play by Yedege to leave.
The freeze from FPX right now is ridiculous.
I think it was
Concerned
weird that
about
they
what might be on
showed
the other
3
side.
people though at that
problem
moment.
is, Doug, is
they
that
showed
they haven't pressured
Cypher,
C at all.
Breach
Yeah.
fault lined, and
Oh,
someone
CNET's
opened
going to
this
strike
one.
again, isn't he?
Good line here.
He's got the line. Wall goes up. Thrash goes out, and he's got to give it back.
No.
Even tagging on 1, and Yef2J falls. A
What?
blunder. Remember, this was a 5v4, and that was the pain point for
That was
them
a
on
bad
Sunset.
death. Really bad death.
Back to even numbers here. And they're going to scale up. They're going to scale forward.
Good fault line there.
They just
What?
want to fight so badly, and I think Foot understand that now, and they're able to weather that well.
Bro,
Finally.
this man's op is...
I guess it's not, I mean, just in time, I suppose. The aggression might just be their downfall. As Foot are glad to play this out that way.
Bro, CNET's op is crazy.
CNET is getting massive value.
It's like if Wardell just like kept playing forever on like top teams. Like, and the teams like built comps around him. You know, like that's pretty much what CNET is. Like they built a lot of shit around this guy. They trust his op.
The rest of the riflers scale
Normally
up,
this
and if
breach is
any
a sage,
shenanigans happen
and it's
from the
actually
likes
like
of FPX, like somebody pushing
this
for
is
smoke,
normally a
or
sage.
somebody over peaking. CNET can
CNET's
punish.
there, yeah.
I believe that's how they do it. I don't remember actually.
Oh, he's so
No,
confident
it's not
right
the
now.
breach. It's who's it? The
He's
Viper?
taking the game into his own
Who the
hands.
fuck is it? I don't remember who it is.
This should be a good indicator for FPX though. The Omen
No, it
one
actually
way
might be the
C,
breach.
while
It
there
is
was
the
an
breach.
opera
They
there,
run no
there's
initiator.
probably not
That's
anything
right.
else backing it up.
That's the weird part about it.
But I'm not sure if FPX are reading into it like that. And Yedege finally gets punished behind
Oh.
that front B box.
We were all over the
And
place
for the
with
first time in the last, I don't know, 3 rounds, FPX get the first blood and stabilize the round.
I can't believe they're going to try to push
it.
back into C.
Damn. That's a big
They know the op
trade.
is there. Lightsword pays forward with his life.
Good reaggress.
And this feels a bit more like what we were seeing on Sunset. Everything fully spread out.
But FPX right now, kind of counterintuitive to tap that door unless they plan on ending B potentially.
Oh,
I
that's
say
not a
that,
good
Autumn
line,
just takes the
man.
head
That's not a
clean
good
off
line.
of Captain.
They invest the Astral too.
I think he was probably
Provide a
doing
little bit of
something
cover.
else
30
like
seconds left. They're not
calming.
ending A. They're going to leave. They're going to end back B, and they're so far ahead of this, they won't even hear it. At this point, they don't know if the spike has been planted at A or not.
And on top of that, Autumn is still here deposited.
Oh yeah, Autumn
The
is.
trap has been
Autumn
set.
is in a fire spot.
Do they know? CNET's quiet with it. The tap of the door. And CNET's the one who gets punished. That was the cue for Autumn to turn around. And now he knows there's another one there. They're trying to wrap around him. You see some of the pressure coming in from Cracks.
Oh, weird.
It was a little messy there, but ultimately the shots land. Through all of this. What? in the world was that?
What?
Transfer from life. And he's hyped up. A big answer back for FPX.
That was
And it
fucking
was that manipulating
crazy.
But it only happens when they get the first kill.
Yeah. It was back to what was successful on
I want to
Sunset.
see it. Show the fucking life shit.
I need to see that. This, again. This 2K.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That works.
So sick.
20 and 16. Straight into the next round. Foot with Op in the hands of CNET still. Who's kind of been the win con these last couple of rounds for Foot.
Yeah. This time he started towards the A side of the map. He's been playing C for the last like 4 or 5 rounds.
Attack smoke
They're
there.
going for broke
They
here,
popped
too.
the wall to get out.
They invested everything.
Oh,
They've
the
got to win
read
this round.
is
Big
fantastic.
spam kill from Mr. Fallen. A lot of utility used here from the side of FPX to re-clear that rubble area.
I like the deeper line from CNED. Kind of unexpected. You would
They
expect him
just
to
got
hold
slowed
the
down
most
so
aggressive
much when you
line.
don't have life.
So once you get to this passive line, you're thinking,
FPS
oh,
in
okay,
this
he's
round,
not
they've
here. I'll
gone
break the
down in that.
cam. I'll break the
But not
cam.
really had an answer.
And he's holding
Unlike
like the passive
the last
line.
map of Sunset where they were down 4v5, 3v5 even, and
It's
then
a good switch
amongst
up
the
by him.
chaos that pursued, they would bring it back off of individual mechanics.
The winning situations they had no business even being competitive in.
Oh, he's deadly from here.
But lo and behold, they managed to do so.
No dash though. Shoot.
This is going to be a full hit A. A tap at the door. Oh boy. A side set
hit
to
him or
Woods of
no?
the utility. Mr. Fallen trying to play his timing just right. Manages to do so. Manages to stay
Oh.
alive and get the kill.
3 on
That
2.
chaos.
Oh, fuck.
A 2v3. Op still in the hands of CNED.
Oh, Berlin.
Oh, he gave his position away. Almost
Hit
hit the
him.
shots anyway. But the round just doesn't go their way.
Oh my gosh. It was getting scrappy there towards the end. For
Hey,
Foot.
These last couple of rounds have been scrappy.
Yeah, the back and forth. I mean, a spam kill is the main factor into this round. That's how close this game has been so
I mean,
far.
he just read it because of like the audio, you know? They popped that Viper
And
wall.
again,
It's
Foot is
silent
too dialed
everywhere.
in on these moments in the retakes.
Really good
They
situational
know that FPX
awareness.
like to overextend on their post plants.
Oh, we get the
And they're
CNED
punishing
mound
them for it
fight, guys.
actively.
That's okay. That's the dizzy I thought they would throw earlier.
CNED just stayed.
The disrespect.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
this motherfucker does not move.
The dash expired.
And they know.
And now he
Look
gets
at
up the
this.
line.
Oh my god. The
They're all still so
fucking Mission
close here. I mean,
Impossible Tom
You
Cruise
got what,
setup.
3 members B, 1 other C. It's just Mr. Fallen who's A. Does that smoke out from Lysor towards A manipulate rotations? It seems like Captain is cheating towards A. That one smoke might have been enough
My ult's ready.
to create a window.
Yo. 4
Even if they do
OT
end up seeing
chat.
it, Krax has his ult, he's
Ocean's
close to
12 laser
Not only that,
dance.
Yedeje has 2 tricks,
There's
1
no
1
way
high.
this raise makes it.
To deal
There's
with this
no
raise
way.
Look at that.
There's no way you're
Light
making
shipper
it
on
through
the
your
box.
life. I'm sorry, bro.
Life.
A solo gecko, you are cooked.
There are the
You've
trips.
made it
Having some
through.
good form.
You're
He's
insane.
going across
Oh god, he went fucking waterfall.
4v4.
What?
A little commotion at the beginning of the round, but it slows down as the
Oh
FPX gets a
my
little bit
god.
too antsy, a little bit too aggressive.
He's done it.
Wingman dies, but so does Captain.
Yo.
Fade away. It's CNET and Mr. Fallen to try to close this map and take us to game 3.
That's crazy. He
They
just
have you
hooks
under
her
numbers
right in the
disadvantage.
waterfall.
It's so difficult to weather. The spam through, fortunately for CNET, the clip ran dry,
Oh
but that's
my.
all it'll be. OT on the cards.
Oh, that's so
All off
funny.
the back of life. The pathing that he chose there to punish Cracks, that was insane.
That's
And
so
yeah,
sick.
Yedeje tried to read ahead of the play, But instead, the rocket came towards that water area and took out the breach. And once that utility is gone, it's nearly impossible to retake. You have to run through smokes dry. It makes it so hard.
That's just not a fun.
Chat. Just to go over it one time with you guys, like real quick, just to let everyone know like how we got to OT. You know, the sick plays have been drawn up. We were running the reason why this looked so sick is because they're fucking running triple controller, and they just did a C hit without a waterfall smoke. Like, Foot never saw this coming. They never expected the C hit with no waterfall smoke against the triple controller. Like, they couldn't have expected it. That's so insane. These guys are wild. I love it. I fucking love that shit.
In life, I feel like he's pandering the fact that he should invest into that.
That is so hard to read.
And with the op will come out.
What's wild is, guys, remember the Lysor 3K we saw in the A site? Do you guys remember with the shots like here and here?
Is where his interests are headed.
He has 5 kills. That guy has 5 kills that we saw do that. Just so that way we're all on the same page. The guy with that aim has 5 kills right now. How's that even possible? What's been going on for him?
Okay, they do this really
like
aggressive
what?
Angle where they take this angle just like this, and then there's a nebula that covers his
Ooh,
exit.
nice jump spot.
This is what I was talking about, similar to what they did on Sunset.
I think he even saw the op too.
Life has taken such a deep line. And he's just continuing to go forward. That should allow the rotations towards A very quickly.
God damn, this is ridiculous.
Life does have a satchel to go past this trip. And if he does, he has a free flank.
No way, he's not doing that.
And even if they clear the trip,
They'll break
maybe
it.
you expect 1, but 2?
Surely.
They're so far up on this.
Eyesore. He's alone here.
Yeah, but he takes a step back. Yeah, wisely.
They broke it.
And he's had a rough map so far as well.
This is
Meanwhile,
actually a
the
pretty
triple's
hard
clear.
round for
They spotted the
FPX.
second. That's going to go down as well. Foot have to take a step back here. Yetuje in his cam.
It's a good. That's a good setup by Yetuje right here.
The attacker spawned, and I don't.
Good mid-round aggression,
He's been
pushing
spotted.
B.
Meanwhile, Zena just on the other side of the smoke. Autumn's the first to fall.
Does he expect another though?
Hey, he has no way to look for it anymore.
Ada Captain has a flank.
Yetuje falls. How much more can Krax find?
The Omen in sight. Take us there. Mr. Fallen, I want to see him.
Goes into astral mode as it's a 2v2 that's left for the rest of the round. Life by himself now. He's got it to half. 3/4. The spam's coming through, and they managed to kill him before it goes off. Whew.
Oh my gosh.
Chat, did you hear?
It's so scrappy. It's so chaotic.
Did you guys hear? There was one shorty shot on the way to that smoke. So he entered that smoke with only one shorty shot. He had one shorty shot right there.
Through broken door into heaven.
Oh my god, imagine.
The clutch moment. Yeah, not only him getting that light flank and then him pushing the
Holy
defuse.
fuck.
Life was what, 3/4 of the way there?
Yeah.
The shorty can really fuck you in
Potentially last round
situations
of
like
the map.
that.
Sorry to say that cam already cleared out.
Wow.
Op in the hands of CNED. And much like the previous round for Life, takes an aggressive line. Even's willing to be bold enough to check B here.
Wait, they have 2 here.
So interesting.
Raised.
Seen that to tap that door there.
He doesn't even have his dash procced. He almost went all the way into spawn without an exit strategy.
Yeah. I mean, he understands that FPX is scared of him right now.
Yeah,
They
he
haven't
knows he
really
has
been
the
putting
fear
pressure
factor.
on him to truly get him off of this line. Even when utility is used, there's no body to follow it
He
up.
knows he has
as
the
such.
timing now
And
because
this
the
is what
Gecko
allows
flashed.
him to be
So he
confident
knows he can
and
be like,
retake the angles.
all right, now you're
Gotta be
fucked.
careful because that
Now
clock
y'all are,
now
oh,
expired and he
fuck,
has the
he's staying
possibility
out
of
here with the
getting
door
raptured.
open behind him. No way, see that you're
silent.
crazy,
But he's
bro. What?
FPX are so scared of him.
They're terrified of this man.
From B, but no.
This is why I thought they were crazy, Chad. This is why they're so
Rotations have been
insane.
baited out, but FPX aren't reading this right.
30 seconds left.
Closing moments of the round now, again, potentially of the map. And it's still a 5v5. We've barely really heard bullets be exchanged. Paranoia's traded. Keep an eye on Yetuje. He's gonna get the timing, isn't he?
That looks like timing. No.
He's still at large.
Ooh,
Mr.
wait.
Fallen's getting them all.
We got it.
I cannot convert.
Oh my god.
Mr. Fallen with 4, and we're going to map 3.
Holy shit, man. What a map.
What a crazy, crazy map we just witnessed.
Holy shit, dude.
The Foot come out on top. They brought it back. I thought they were defeated. I was looking over at their eyes when they were down. Like
These games are sick.
on that route, on that defensive side, and they were just destroyed. They were distraught.
Yo.
Icebox is on the other side of this. A little teaser. FPX normally runs Clove on that map. We'll see if they do it on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Master Shanghai.
The G2 game was the first 2 maps were kind of like misses as far as like excitement. Both teams kind of clapped each other on each other's map picks, which is weird. Last map was insane though. It's really good. Let's check out how they're using Clove. How about we do that? We got 2 minutes. Check it out. Let's see. What's the best option here? Sure. Probably here. I'm gonna go here. Oh, that one. So what am I looking at right now? Okay. What's the buy? Where am I looking? Okay, down there. Heal, ghost. We're gonna smoke, but then they decided not to? Triple control. So you can see the Omen one way is there. Harbor wall cuts through. It's bottom mid by the turret. And 2 areas of B. Not even just 1 area, because you have to cross it twice. Close still has 2 smokes. Wait, 1 was used. Okay, so the Clove is one-waying here, guys. Right there. Also rotating and smoking B. It was a weird series. No, I'm telling you, that was a weird series. The G2 series was one of the strangest things ever because of the comp and everything, but I think there was a lot of anti-prep work made against G2. Dude, it was weird. It was weird. I don't even know what to say about it. It was just weird. It was just all A hits. It was A, over and over and over and over. Okay. I thought 4 was enough. It looked like it, honestly. Oh, wait.
All things, but, you know, Foot continued to just show that when they are down, you cannot count them out, Kakuka.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And they had to deal with so many things in that Lotus. Like the amount of smokes, like you can see, especially having the triple controller, that you can do whatever you want with the Viper wall. It's going to apply that pressure. It's something that they always have to be checking. And then for the execute, you have 4 other smokes. So everything is fine.
Just never run out of them. But yeah,
I don't
triple control
think
is still
we're
not
gonna
enough
see
for them
a
to be
lot
able
of
to clinch this one.
insane
And I think
cloak
that
tech,
FPX probably going to be kicking
guys.
themselves a bit. I mean, obviously, you don't want to linger on it too much because you
I
do
hate to
have the final map to be
disappoint.
played here. But it really did feel like that this was in their hands. But it was
Not
a
looking
good
too
rally back from the
insane.
side of Foot, just being able to isolate. I mean, we saw it so many times, just the
Actually,
isolation picks and just the setup and the
this
slowing
kinda cool.
down of FPX.
Okay, this is kind of cool tech, like low key. Watch this. Okay, so did they use the fucking middle thing? Wait, Life just doesn't even buy that. It's like, nah, not worth. Oh, watch this tech we're about to see. Ready? Hold up. Here we go. Do the tech. Show them Life. Show them the trick. Show them. Right now. It's coming. Here it is. Look at it. It's a one-way up there. The KO throws a knife into the smoke. It gets the solo killjoy. So that tells Life, okay, this is a risk worth taking. He climbed. You could see what he was cooking with right there. You saw what it looked like? Wait, this is actually crazy. Like, I actually think this is a pretty decent fight. Seriously, though. I'm sure. Probably pops all, yeah? Yeah, he does.
But one of the big things that we saw was that Life, I believe, 6 and 5 as far as first kills are concerned, and the 4v5 conversion overall from
Not looking too good for them.
So every time it was Life that ends up getting picked off initially, recovering the round from there, it just proved to be so very difficult for them because while you do have those controls, you can really segment the map. If you don't have that,
You want Foot to win because the L crowd?
it really hinders your
And that's what the edge was for Foot, right? We're talking about bringing it back and the fact that they have the resilience because we are seeing the replays.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Life doing those things to them, and they didn't get it. Let it get to them. Fired up the whole time. Exactly.
It's a little surprising just because FPX is playing. Because, so like I said, I've been to Shanghai one time. I've only been to China one time, and it was a Shanghai event. And it's actually pretty much right. It might even be where they are because all of the pictures they have, like I was in that area. And yeah, that event had the same problem. It was like the Chinese fans only came out and supported the Chinese teams. That's just how it was at that event that I attended. I don't know. I actually think that the crowd isn't really there today because it's the opening day, and what is it? Is it Wednesday or Thursday in China? I don't even know. Like, is it? I think it's the 22nd, so I think it's Wednesday.
So cool, also, because obviously we come into every
So,
event.
I don't know. It's hard to judge yet. Let's wait till we see like a weekend or like EDG game or some shit,
It says a lot about how everybody's progressing.
Yeah, for sure. And I
It'll
think
build.
for
It'll
day
build.
one to just come down to all deciders goes to show just how competitive this game has
Other way?
continued to become. And we always expect
I'll
this
learn by
one
the
of
end of
most
this
competitive
event.
events ever.
Promise.
But then you look at this event, you're like, wait a minute, this one could end up being.
What's
Oh,
going to
yeah, that's
happen
right.
tomorrow?
Yeah, what's going to happen tomorrow?
As long as they continue
That's right.
pushing the
They're ahead. Yeah. Okay. I forgot when I went to Shanghai and I flew back and I came back in time. It's like, yo, how is this working? It's like a 13-hour direct, like going back in time.
they haven't done so good.
Wait
In
a
our region,
second.
in EMEA, they've always surprised us, but you know they're lacking here.
Just kidding.
For FPX, though, getting a win here is definitely a milestone in their entire career.
Oh, it's a milestone for them. It'll be
It's the best
massive
feeling
for
ever,
the
though.
hometown crowd that's cheering
Like
them on
leaving
right now.
Yes.
You were
at a
hearing
time
the
and
FPX
landing
Jayo chants, you know, like in
across the
arena,
world
so
at that same exact time.
they're
You're like,
all
oh,
just-
this is
they're
awesome.
geared up for this squad. You know, they want them to walk away with this dub, Achilles.
Yeah, I got
No, they
you,
do,
Caesar.
and they've effectively been going down, you know, this checklist for the side of FPX, because one of the big things was like, okay, let's finally be able to beat EDG. Boom, done. Did it again.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the first seed, couldn't beat him in that grand final, but they were finally able to at least beat that demon.
Yeah, they conquered it.
They get their first map win since lock-in at an international event. Now they're on the cusp of checking off yet another one, getting that first international series victory, and this time in front of the home crowd.
I just think it's really funny, you know, you go back to that piece that we ran earlier before this match started when they were talking to CNET and Yedijay about, you know, like whether or not a Chinese team will make it out of Swiss stage, and I'm convinced FPX are the real deal.
Bounced back.
Genuinely, and there we go.
Let's go!
We got
First
it.
time ever at
Holy
an international
shit.
event. Well, you know, first time that they're available to play.
These
Clove is
mad
in
lads
action. Now we get
actually
to
have
see
done it.
What they can do. I am pumped for this agent. Ever since they announced them, I've been
All right.
Now
Predictions
let's
are
talk about
out.
The last time that Life did play
go.
this, because the impact, it wasn't immense. They still were able to win that game of Icebox that they did
Do
play.
I think it's worth? I mean, me personally, Jose. Sorry for this, for you. I don't think it's worth it, but dude, from what we've seen, does it really matter like what agent specifically they play? Clearly, they have an idea of like how to manipulate rotations really well with the triple controller. They like that. They like just having that kind of edge. It causes huge problems on their defensive halves. But yeah, the problem with the Clove pick, in my opinion, is the lack of pairings with, I think the ability name is called Metal or something like that. I don't yeah, Metal. This middle ability. You know, like they don't have someone that pairs well with that. And that can pair well with a lot of things in this game. A lot.
It can really throw you off. But the key factor here is CNET and the way he was playing that last map. I don't think he's going to veer off of that at all, though.
All right. No changes. This is exactly what we saw in the VOD
new
chat.
from FPX. Aggression.
You're lying. You're
On the
lying.
pistol
Don't
round.
lie to my face, baby.
Well, Yetujay is the first to check. Life will fall, but instantly traded. Meanwhile, gunfire erupting towards B. The spike should go down with plenty of space. Ayong and Autumn, the only two that remain.
Yeah. Like, where is
That
the
is just
synergy
gonna
at
be
with this, you know?
So hard
that's all
to
I'm
retake
saying.
into. You still have Viper Molly up. You have Shock Darts up.
It's fine to run the Clove. It's fine to run some of the stuff they're running, but you know, if you're running Clove, there's so many agents that would pair well with them, and I feel like they're really missing the mark here on a lot of them.
And Ayong right now just needs to get as many kills as he can, start farming that Gecko Orb, potentially even farm the Orb next round, you know, on that A side of the map like we see so many other Geckos do.
Right, but instead he got nothing.
Yeah.
Except a bullet to the face.
Did y'all ever see like the Cloves that will fucking throw a smoke on pistol? They buy that metal thing and they buy Shorty. So their buy is like, what? It's like Shorty, the Decay, and maybe like a smoke. And they'll smoke. They know you clear it because you like jump in or you throw an ability or some shit. Then they throw the metal in the smoke and jump in with the Shorty. It's fucking actually vomit inducing.
Punishing that and actually
It's
walking
unstoppable
through
on a pistol round.
later in the half,
It's actually unstoppable.
where like maybe FPX don't want to play it as much, they're going to be able to win rounds just off of that lurk timings that we saw Yetujay get so many
It's
times
actually,
before. I mean, even
I
that,
would
in
ban
that
for it
pistol
if I was
round,
a dev.
he got a kill on the lurk.
Ooh, wait. Ooh.
We'll see if he can do it again. Speaking of lurks, Berlin
He
is
get
in their
through it?
spawn. Has managed to get
Wait.
past the turret. There's no way he's expecting that. Yeah, Yetujay's
Why,
dead.
why have we gone to an overview?
Oh my gosh.
They've
What
gotten another.
the fuck?
They've gotten three. Cracks and Mr. Fallen, the only two that are up. I didn't think they had a shot at this.
Oh my
but lo and
god,
behold,
bro.
It happened.
What the hell?
Classics.
What the hell?
With classics, Doug. And it's all off of Berlin. He just came huge for his team. He used the cascade to block off the Killjoy turret. Yedige wasn't in range to hear that utility being used.
The timing was
They're so insane.
Crept on by. Then he got 3 that round.
Well, take a look at the MasterCard Thrifty.
It's actually crazy, bro. This classic.
Using his utility to get past the turret.
Why is he the
And then it was
dash there, though?
assassination style on Yetuj. It was perfect.
And
yeah, what just happened?
yeah, for real. But also, Young's Gecko Flash there.
We were just kind of hoping that dude would just disappear. They were like, wait, why is he still there?
So far up, and allow those classics to be put to good use.
All right, same harbor
Look
wall.
at the reposition of the turret here. Oh, way further up.
That
Big
was
offhand.
disaster for Foot, Doug.
Ooh.
But yeah, you're totally right. They already have to make an adaptation. And Berlin,
I totally missed what
he
just
wants
happened.
to win
Dope.
today.
I thought Ada Captain was going to find a timing and some space there.
What do you
but
have, like a share?
They had it watched. They had it covered. Yetuj is the only one who has a rifle on the
least
side
he-
of Foot right now.
At least he died there.
Cena had taken so
I mean, think
much
about the
damage
smoke
and
possibilities,
ultimately
you know?
will fall.
It's just a shooting range
For
Yeah,
FPX.
look, there it
Yeah.
is. There's the close
And
one.
Foot are the targets.
is sitting really healthy here, though. See what he can do here.
On him 5 HP.
Has potential.
Well played.
The potential is quickly squandered.
Yeah.
So for FPX, they managed to do what Foot could not and get through, and that is get through a clean eco round.
Yeah.
So now they have the lead. They've been able to upgrade the weapons from the second round, so they've got plenty of money. They didn't lose very many members, and they've got also
Ripper.
I mean, exactly. Yeah, Barbaro
So
and Gecko
based.
Online. Two of the
Actually
best
so
ultimates
based.
taking on a map like Icebox.
The flood potential's crazy.
Oh,
Calls
goodness. This
a
could
player the most
be another
underrated player in
potential
EMEA in the start of the
for the likes of
sentence. He has it in the first
If they can
half,
survive
and
the
then
first
ends
round,
it with
not
EMEA is
any
a shit
first
region, I
blood
fear, so it doesn't
to the
matter.
side of Foot. The chances of them winning in the late round, to the mid to late round, is great.
Great
It's
dart.
so high.
Paired with that flash
But as
was
you
nice.
mentioned, they've got to get through this part of the round. Foot with a heavy lean towards A.
So passive. And Berlin's objective here in trying to maintain mid control.
Same one-way smokes, by the way, we saw in the VOD.
Spot it. Just keep recycling utility.
Great flash.
That flash goes high, and Life should be able to swing on the other side of it. But tucks into a
What?
smoke.
He goes in there?
Oh, that Captain was wise to it. Jumps into
No
it
way.
and gets the kill. But again, remember, the cheeky part about Clove is that after they're dead, they can continue to smoke.
Flash from
So if
cracks
Foot
was
decide
great.
that they do want to end up A, they're going to have to deal with those smokes still. Effectively, 3 controllers still up.
FPX are so worried about Yedige. They're looking everywhere behind them. And he still gets value.
On to Berlin. Lysor and Autumn, the only 2 up. And Lysor's trying to deal with what Berlin cannot.
There's no way.
Finally spotting the lurk.
Stop the cap over there.
He's just a menace in
He's
the
a
back line.
nuisance. Yeah. What? Okay.
A nice spam kill there.
2v3 though. Time is
they're
short.
going for it.
I mean, they're going to have to go
Oh my
really
gosh.
fast.
They have a chance, Doug. Wait, how is this happening?
They've literally got
Yetuje's
it.
not going to get there in time.
How is this happening?
He's too far out.
Oh!
Another stolen round.
What is Foot
The crowd's going
doing?
insane right now.
There's
You
no
can't make it up. Autumn just went crazy. All
Dude.
Lysor had to do was stick the bomb there.
that
that was
is
like a guaranteed
fucking-
round, it felt
what?
like. For Foot.
That's
played so
insane. They threw this so
separated
hard. They're gonna
on that
lose.
post plan. I think that
They're
they
gonna
thought
lose,
that
dude.
maybe FPX wasn't even gonna go for it.
It was so late in the round.
That's
soon as that spam
way
kill
too
came in,
big
that
of
was
a
the green
round.
light.
I feel like that's way too big of a round to be losing on map 3. Like this early, the economy swing round. They almost need this round. Like they need this.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
That's a really
Hunter's
big
invested.
kill.
Life is done.
Fumbled on his feet there.
Otherwise, the game is just gonna snowball.
Yetuje has his ult online.
This is so
They've
doable
got,
now.
what, 2 rifles to play with?
The triple flanker.
The pressure is immense for both teams. There's so many mistakes being made.
First sheriff shot goes a bit wide.
Surprised Berlin's not popping this
Autumn will
ult,
fall,
to be honest.
and they still have to wait out this lockdown. And they also understand everyone that's remaining on the map right now from the side of FPX is coming in on the flank. So they wisely fill in on the space on the other side, and we flip
Yes,
the
Cove,
map.
but how the fuck do they retake this?
This is so insane.
Yeah, Jay's also going on a late flank
way.
again.
They're
But
going
they're
for
investing
this,
the reckoning.
man?
They believe they can win this thing out. And it's far from certain. Keep a close eye on Jet2J. There's no time. He's going to be the late flank again.
Yeah, no time, no time.
There's no time. You're absolutely right, and they're both going to fall on the way out. That was a little messy, but it worked.
Doesn't matter how you get there as long as you do, right?
Yeah, and they did.
Why are the smokes looking so weird? You're probably seeing the life smokes, and the close smokes when dead are like that, you know, dark purple color or whatever the fuck color
After
that is.
Thrifty. I mean, even this round, you had 2 players on
I think
sheriffs.
that's like a dead
likes of
smoke for
Foot.
Clove.
And they still steal it away. But a lot of mistakes being made.
Maybe that's what you mean,
Life
Trikey?
in
I'm
this
not
scenario.
sure.
Bumbling on his feet, he got stuck, he got clipped on the wall, couldn't dodge the so ball.
Right.
Here's that dart we saw earlier.
High pressure situations
410
like that
dart.
cause micro mistakes.
I love how
Life
they're
has
pairing
been
that
so
with the KO
aggressive
flash,
here.
by the way. You see it from
And I
that
get
POV.
it. Life's the duelist, but you
That
don't
shit
have
gets
the
a
same
ping every
ability
time.
on Clove, man.
Yeah.
Little one-way
Getting punished
smoke.
quite a bit so far, but
How does he get away with that?
from the ropes.
He's going to swing out onto the second.
Oh, the stimmy fucked
He's
him.
just so reckless in his
The
approach.
stimmy fucked
And
him
when it works,
up,
it's great.
dude.
And the flank from Berlin is in effect.
They're going to
No!
no, they're going to rotate.
Oh my God!
It's knife
No.
out.
And Yedege on B that allows them to run back.
A mess of a round made once more.
It's just complete chaos. You
But
can't
Autumn can
describe it any other way.
Autumn can cut him off. Oh, but he's been had. Oh my goodness! He hit that. Now a 1v1.
You got to be fucking
Oh
kidding me.
my
Okay.
gosh, CNET closes the round out, but what was that from Autumn to bring it back? The flick on a Yedege.
I thought he was a dead man.
I got a fucking...
We've
Pull
got
up.
to see that again.
This map just keeps on giving. This series keeps on giving.
That is disgusting. And then almost getting the last kill onto CNED. Yeah, that's the one that got away.
He's just insane. I
I have
mean,
to give props to CNET.
I'm
to
not
see
even
his
annoyed.
teammates
I'm
get
just like,
absolutely destroyed like that.
bro,
Still going for the reswing.
You have to.
all
I mean, you
these
have to.
rounds
He had to bring it back.
look
huh?
over, and then the FPX players
Like
just
this.
obliterate these Foot players. That's interesting that they moved
The
this
slow
smoke, by the
3-2
way.
default from the
Because
side
the
of Foot
VOD,
here.
they were one-wing, like, backside pipes
Prodding
or
into
Nest,
both
one of those two.
areas of the map. Yedege again getting value as that solo lurk. Oh, and it's all just a ruse.
And Life getting punished, going aggressively once more.
Yeah, Foot this time, not messing around. They
Do we
actually
have any
invest a
indicator
Viper's put
if
on this side of the map to
Clove
further
has
sell that it
ult?
might be the bomb leaning towards that B side, but they're actually on A.
And they have no idea.
Yeah.
So as things shake out this way,
I mean, that is just ridiculous, though, that Autumn kills Atacap there in his
Okay,
Viper.
Yeah.
Clove does
Share.
have ult, so we don't have any kind of
I
indicator.
don't know how.
Just curious.
they've got 2
They're getting
rifles
these
here
kills.
too. Well, they had 2 rifles. Now they have 1.
So I think Chinese
In the
VOD
hands
will
of
grow to
Ion.
become the best region.
This round
It's
should
so
go the way
hard
of
to
Foot. I say
say.
should, only because nothing has really made sense this map.
You just never know, man.
I mean, initially, what I even told, like, I told Nadeshot and them, like, when I joined, I was like, oh, it's just a matter of time before, like, APAC and China, like, pass us up. Like, a lot of the mentality, this was before I joined 100 Thieves, and I was talking to him, I was like, the mentality in the States just, like, isn't as good. But that changed, actually, since those days. Like, that has changed drastically. I am actually very proud of, like, how the work ethic in America is like super high, and people actually feel like they fucking take it seriously these days, which it wasn't the case always. You know, it seemed like certain regions would outwork us, and it doesn't feel like that happens as much anymore. And that makes me like super proud of our region. Like low key, like it makes me want to root for our region. For a long time, it was like, fuck our region. Like I'm gonna watch the regions that are good. Like I'm gonna root for the games that are good. But now it feels like we have players that want to grind. You know, they want to, you know, make some sacrifices to be on the best teams and to like stack their team with skill or not stream as much and shit like that. Or like bring in the best coaching staff, or you know, like the teams in Americas seem like they make good plays a lot of the times, you know, and the players are putting in the effort. They really are. Like most of them. I mean, you can see it in the interviews. Like afterwards, like they're fucking tired, dude. Like they're fucking exhausted from playing a video game. It's so serious.
Towards that A side of the map, they're playing so aggressive. They're not giving themselves a
All
chance.
right, let's see what they cooked up.
Round. Yeah, they're kind of just going for broke and just like taking ones left and right and leaving it up to the players.
So yeah, like,
do a 3v4,
ooh, that's where he's sticking it. I actually thought it was on the far.
But I think that's part of the adjustments
Whoa.
that's been made. You see how far back Life is playing on the other side.
You're dead, bro. You got to get out.
Lysor gets caught just as he was trying to find safe passage and an exit.
Sick dart spot.
Too over eager there.
Yeah. Can't really challenge the wall.
Stay for too long. Maybe just get that kill and get out next time. Oh, and that lockdown's going to delay this retake even further.
Goop continues to goop.
The clock now is just going to play against FPX, and they're investing.
Yeah.
We're seeing the first Clove ult. Life has to take a fight here.
But they're going for this.
Like, where's the shock with that, you know?
If it's an assist or a kill, they're able to come all the way back, but they still haven't been gifted that finally. Now Life can play on the tap of both. There was so much bait being played. Mr. Fallen has to call the bluff, and does. Oh,
yeah, that dart coming up right in time.
That was too close, man.
Very close game.
I cannot wrap my head around the fact that FPX is going for these retakes, but then they just prove me wrong because they bring it down to a 1v1.
I'm just echoing everything Baby Bay's saying right now.
I just can't help but feel like if they just hone in those early round positions and advantages that they have.
Like, they have no business coming back in some of these rounds.
They're almost doing it every time in a 3v5.
It's like they're playing at a disadvantage every single round. You're absolutely right.
The bomb. I think it's probably better in that scenario to smoke.
And this is what we're
top
talking
yellow.
About. It's Life being up. In the previous round, it was Lysor. This time, Life gets away unpunished.
I guess never mind. In that scenario, probably smoking the bomb. You're right. Yeah.
If he dies, it's a free sight.
Why?
And the 1-for-1 doesn't add up when you're on defense.
That's not worth.
Like,
I guess they're figuring, well, they have smoke still in the A site, right? Like, see, like the one-way just came in. That clove smoke just came in, so.
They're punishing every single one.
But that's
that FPX is taking right now.
This is fresh off of a timeout, too. I thought those adjustments would have been made, but it seems like that wasn't a part of the conversation. And if this is how things continue, Foot will systematically pick apart FPX. The entire round, the entire half, excuse me.
My gosh.
Yeah, I feel like
it's a 4v1.
More so than some of the other maps. I feel like they're kind of throwing some haymakers here, yeah? I'm not even mad about the peaks. I'm just
side and like holding certain gib spots, which when I say gib, I mean, you know, holding for aggression in different areas of the map.
No one knows what that shit means, bro. I know
or
what that
even
means,
after you've gotten a kill, yeah? Atta Captain wraps Lysor there, takes him out. But Foot finally seemed to have FPX figured out, and they're able to punish the aggression that they do, the solo heroic plays, and hone it in and just get the trades like this, even if there's a kill being made. Yetijay just basically took out 2 players' heads there. He shot through Atta Captain's head. And there you go. Laughter from the side of CNED and the rest of Foot, because they understand that they have a grasp on this. And
let's take a look at some of this initiator util right now.
For now.
Just at the right time.
Nothing's
for
been
now,
early,
but we'll see when FPX gets on the attacking
Maybe
side.
a flash for bottom 2 coming.
Oh my gosh. What a roller coaster so far.
Knife gets nothing, so they just push it.
A bit of a more
I don't
cautious
know. I feel like without a
approach.
Senti, like they need these initiators getting some fucking info. Like they're completely misusing it. That's the problem of the comp. Like
in all of these
they have no
rounds.
KJ, so
This is a call that's
they
being made by
need
the
to be
team.
getting
This wasn't on the
info.
other side of a timeout.
And like
Unless it
quite
was playing
frankly,
2-3
like
rounds
they're
in
just
advance.
not.
This
So
is
it's
them
gonna
calling
leave
it
a
on the
hole,
fly.
right? Like they could push this, leave this hole open, or this is gonna be open.
I like the
But no matter
adaptation
what,
from
there's gonna be a
FPX here,
hole.
putting the harbor towards the A
You know,
side of the map,
Foot doesn't have to
cycling
use the hole that's
utility here,
created, but
and really thwart any type of
it's
attack
scuffed. Like,
that happens onto the
oh
site.
my god, that's so fortunate.
That's big.
There's
Like
the
that's
punish, finally.
It was just Jay to
That's-
find some space.
Now it's
That was his objective, but now it's on Mr.
Oh
Fallen
my
to try to
God.
do the same.
Oh god.
Oh, it's gotten
Oh
messy.
god.
Mr. Fall enjoys his teammate.
Whew.
Seconds left.
I mean, the approach here is
Great.
pretty
Whoa.
clear.
They don't
Yikes.
know. They
Nope,
both don't
they
know.
have no idea. They have no idea.
can't
Meanwhile,
believe you're
seeing it
going to
falls, you see across the minimap where the kills have been littered everywhere. I mean, a couple of them happened A, one mid, one over towards B.
Enemy remaining.
And now with 10 seconds left, FPX are the ones putting the finishing touches on the round. This would be ridiculous, but time is just too short.
And if you just look at the mini map for a split second, just
Okay, I'm gonna
bodies
keep an
everywhere.
eye on
Yeah,
these
spread out
initiators
from
again.
Foot. It's just
'Cause
these
I really have been kind of like enjoying the game more for this last one, but these initiators should be doing a lot of heavy lifting right now, is what I'll say. Like, you know, in a triple controller comp like this,
They try to create some space. Jet2J
Where the
tries
fuck
to
is
find
the
some space
info?
on his own. If he gets a pick, they
What
rotate
are they
away, but they were
doing?
way too far committed A.
Yeah.
Jet2J was way too late
Probably
on
the
his mid lure.
knife.
And then he gets caught. There's no real space for Foot to take off of it. And then everything could just kind of get thrown into disarray.
You're absolutely right.
nothing early.
Another 3-2 default, 4 foot.
So a solo,
This time the pack
Clove
towards
in the
that A
corner.
side of the map.
Berlin is so far up on B.
no info, no info, no
If it's not
info.
life, or if it's not life, it's Berlin this
Knife
time.
finally
But
threw
while
in.
this is happening, it's like a double-edged sword, right?
What?
Because they're pressuring B, and had anybody
They
tried
have
to react
no
to
idea
A,
what's happening
they could've
here.
committed with the spike there. A great read
Luckily, no one's there.
And they've got, yeah, they knew the
Oh
cycle
my
was there because of
God.
the thrash. So
Why
Two
is he
on the other
doing
side,
this?
and Life going aggressive, gets his
Why-
one,
why
got
did he do
traded,
that?
He's going to get res back up. Unless
Why-
Autumn can get here in time, but instantly punished. That knife is going to perhaps give a little bit of false sense of security. Yeah, and he knows. The knife not tagging someone doesn't mean the prowl is not there, but Ayong hits the shot anyway.
Dude.
And he had that thrash though. He picked it up again.
Get out of my way.
2v2 blades online.
Is he gonna dash onto him? Whoa!
Whoa.
Right into his
what
face.
a play.
As the utility
No
was
updraft.
up, a 1v1. There's no other player Foot would want in this position other than CNED. Lysor with 85 HP. The tap is there. CNED gets the kill as
What are
Foot
those
gets his 7.
smokes? Why did they do that?
What a smart heads-up play from CNED there. He's aware that Ayung is gonna pop that ult, and he has updraft and dash timing. He took that split-second timing.
I mean-
and that kill from the rope,
Wait,
that was
where-
nice.
Where's that at?
The kill from the rope was nice, but I think you're right.
Jesus Christ.
CNED's play aggressively into the face of Ayong there was perfect. Dodging the thrash, finding the timing window, getting
I don't think Life should have smoked that. There's definitely a miscommunication there. Like, why are they dropping 2 smokes here when the Jet has knives? You know, like the right click in those smokes, it makes it so that your guy in the one-on-one like can't even move. Like he can't do anything. He's just so fucked.
And then they've got Jet2J back in spawn.
Definitely a miscommunication there.
Light
Not saying it was Life's fault, because honestly it could have been the Omen's fault.
absolutely struggling on this A side of the map. He gets taken down again, and an early harbor pit.
They're just gonna run away though. They don't have to give him
Oh
this fight.
yeah. They're not gonna fight.
That being said,
Oh dude.
a lot of space gathered
He's
for
cooked.
SPX, but they just wait out that ult. And that ultimately will have to have Berlin fall back.
Remember, he's got an op. 85
Yeah,
HP,
the other
he took
maps
some
were
damage.
way better for
How aware
FPX.
Ada Captain is. He crouched under this. Oh!
Wow. That
Just
was
taking
nice.
CNED's head clean off.
Instantly.
God.
That snap was poetic. But now the Hunter's Fury creating a little bit of disarray on the site. They're going to invest the pit as well.
Oh.
They've got to be careful here because Lysor and Ayong are not together. And Ayong's just trying to take matters into his own hands.
Viper
These
pouch,
heroic plays, if they work,
One
it's
molly.
great. The paranoia's timing is perfect. Lysor shows up just in the nick of time. A 3v2, now a 3v1. Ayong still there, one found. They're so far spread out.
I don't
Foot
know.
played that beautifully.
I think Foot are in a really
nice
powerful
round.
spot.
They baited out all of those ultimates. And Life, once again, getting punished on that A side of the map. And there's a lot to be worried about right now if you're FPX, because the way that CNED played that last map, if he plays the same way on this defensive side, and FPX give him way too much respect and don't actually push him off of these opping lines, he's going to take over.
Yeah, that's reps. And he already is starting to take over again. That aggressive play with Blades into the face of Ayong.
Yeah, I just don't see like a lot of synergy with the util, you know, like Clove doesn't really pair well with this shit. And like you said, if you're seeing a lot of scenarios where people do just like run back versus the Clove, you know, like they just backpedal. Okay, just desk. I was just checking real quick. You know, in that scenario, so Clove is like ulted up in here. What if they had the Harbor just like drop a Reckoning, like fucking, and people were pushing mid? That would be crazy, actually. That'd be fucking insane. Like Harbor drops a Reckoning right there and then just does some like high tide. That goes probably like off the map this way. So the people in A are just like, not even that. That's terrible. That's so terrible. I meant to do some. It needs to block like this zone. I haven't really thought this through. I think Harbor would have to start from probably like Jesus Christ, like over here. I just don't know how far his ult can get if he starts from over here. This would definitely be ideal though if he started over here, because then the wall could actually be good. Otherwise the wall's gonna be trash. Gonna block people's lines. You'd catch people like running out of A, like frantically. Oh, it'd be so sick. It would be so sick. But they never had any kind of pairings, you know? Even like the rest of their comp. Like they don't have a Sova to pair with Clove's Metal. Whereas if they had a Sova, where could they possibly use it? I mean, they could possibly do it like in this corner right here if they really wanted to. Like they could do something weird, like, you know, Shock, Metal, where the fuck is it? Some shit like that, you know? Just right off barrier. Or they could do it like on tap. If someone taps the spike, like that's like insta kills.
Side.
But
so
they had none of that.
Great here
it was
for FPX,
a very one-dimensional look on Clove, in my eyes.
The potential to make history in front of a home crowd.
What a weird smoke.
That is a very odd smoke. Oh,
dude,
fuck.
CNED is on, and Foot are on in a way that is ridiculous. This is not what we saw the first map. This is not what we saw for a lot of the second map. This is a Foot. This is the Foot that people were talking about potentially being the best team out of EMEA.
Yeah.
They're all frying.
Yeah, frying, fighting together as well. And I liked what FPX did there. I was wondering what they're doing with that Clove smoke on top of Yellow, but it's actually to set up Lysor to TP into it.
I don't know,
but
Uber.
Foot were
I'm
a
not
step
sure.
ahead,
I
and
was
they
wondering
brought the
that.
fight to them like this, and just
Probably.
disrupted that entire default.
I always
It is
wondered
such a
that,
cool
like,
smoke idea. You're absolutely
it'd be
right.
so sick.
It doesn't matter if you get
Go
interrupted
coach
before
like
you can even commit to that.
Right.
a Chinese
Meanwhile, you
CS
saw the
team
pop-off
or a
from Foot. They can
Chinese
smell
Valve
blood
team.
in the water.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick.
And it seems like FPX might have
What is
just
this
run
harbor
out of
wall?
gas.
There's a gap in this cascade.
What?
It's a blunder, but Cena doesn't punish it.
A little bit further up than intended.
Four players
what
here, though.
is
Cena
this?
is taking over.
Yeah, he missed the first couple of shots, but not missing on those two. Autumn and
Bro,
Berlin left to pull off a miracle.
One enemy remaining.
what did we just see?
And I don't think it's going to be the case this time.
Flawless.
A flawless round for Foot as they get that much closer to closing out this series.
I mean, it looked kind of cool. I saw what they were cooking, right? It was like with a weird wall. They also did a cascade here, which typically would block like a turret or some shit right there. So this player can come up and be slimy. And then they put like a clove smoke here, so the clove could get through the wall and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, is that really like a good idea? Like, I know what you're cooking. I see what you're cooking. Can I send that shit back and just play the map with one, potentially two controllers?
A bonus round win here would be, I mean, it would be the final nail in the coffin.
Like, I'm not saying what they've cooked up is absolute dog shit.
B-side. Life is here.
They've taken so much space. Oh, but they know. You see the ping on the minimap. Life is aware of the fact that they've crossed each other. He's going to get both. He's going to get both, Dre. Oh. Ion gets the second, but that's a massive start for FPX.
Seen it slip the net here, though.
Oh, wow, I missed the second one.
Hits one shot, but not the second. And now Mr. Fallen's left alone. It seems like the possibility, the threat of a bonus round win is gone.
And with that, there's hope.
One of the comps of all time.
Just a sliver, but there's hope. You're right.
There you go.
Back into FPX.
Mr. Fallen doing his best to give it a run at it.
Yeah, any type of damage here is good. Gets taken out briefly from Berlin.
This play from Life was gorgeous. And honestly, in a lot of ways, if you think about it, mentally, it's not very different from what he was trying to do on defense. It was a very aggressive, it was fine to timing, it was try to get whatever you can and then get away with it. It's him making plays, right? Trying to take matters into his own hands.
Surely there's some kind of like insane bar that Doug can cook up about like Berlin, wall, falling. He's playing Harbor. There's walls fucking everywhere. Like, Doug definitely can wordplay some shit up here. I mean, there's got the life puns. Bro, we have so much potential here on this closing line. Like, he is going to cook, potentially. Doug can really cook on this closer. Watch.
Alarm bot is still up in kitchen. If they decide to go B, or mid, excuse me.
So cool. What FPX have done in this round so far.
We just need FPX to bring it back so Doug gets super hype, and then he'll deliver a banger.
Even more info, and you see now.
He can't get too hype right now. Nothing to really be hype about.
It's gonna be a lean towards the A side of the map.
Ooh, a smoke to deny this
They're all
line.
stacked over here.
Look what it's doing, pulling him back to mid.
If Yedije re-clears this market area of the map, if you're looking at the mini-map, he's gonna know for sure that it's A site.
The knife only tagging, what, maybe two? We know Ion got caught.
Yes. Cover. And that's the Gecko. And normally where Gecko is, that's where the pack is.
And so because of that, they're all staying. 4 members here, but
Such
a double
weird
flank.
wall,
You've got to
dude.
keep a close eye on the middle of the map.
Don't know how I feel about it.
Jet2K can secure the round by
Double lurk
himself.
mid. They're
If he
through.
plays
They're
his
through.
timing
They're
just
through.
right.
Oh my god.
But it's
Oh, he
FPX who found
whiffed.
the space they needed. And now Jet2J has to be patient about it. He's got to get up and aggressive, but Life turns on and gets 3. And now
Life
with
should
10
just
seconds
immediately
left,
challenge. He has ult.
Zenith's left on his
Just
own.
challenge Life.
He has his blades, but decides not to pop them. Life is running at him.
Yeah.
Stick with the
Fuck
opposite.
it,
Life
just
gets
challenge
4,
him.
and we're starting to hear signs of activity again from the crowd.
And Life, he got 4 into that round. The timings are working out now that it's the attacking side, and it's all because of the early mid default that they did. They had 3 different layers to it.
I feel like Yedide should have got one.
Aggressive space early on in the round. Then they fell back. Then they lurk smoked. Then they lurk smoked again and walked through it all.
Then they lurk smoke. Then they lurk smoke again. Then they lurk smoke one more time.
I thought that they didn't know what they were doing themselves. But they had it under control the whole time, it seems like.
What's crazy is that Jet2J peeked out of that smoke half
Solo
a second
Cliff
earlier.
challenging with ult? Oh, I fuck with this. Okay.
But that's all in the
We
past
got the
now.
lurking
Zenith loves his
clove.
blades.
This is a fucking live lurk, chat. This is the livest lurk you've ever
All
seen.
the smoke right now.
Yeah, but is he going to be the one giving it or receiving it?
Oh my god, it's so dead.
gosh, that
The
was
lurk is
sweet.
so dead.
One blade is all it takes.
So dead, bro. Can't even res. There ain't no one.
For sure.
Jesus, he was not
The
cooking.
B side of the map.
Clove
Meanwhile,
not
Left feels under
cooking.
pressure.
Oh
Expecting
my.
to push in. Thrash used in a position like this.
Oh,
How
he
Captain
wrapped him.
caught. He had no shot.
I was gonna knife him.
3v3
but-
still.
Spike
CNET has his blades. Mr. Fallen has grabbed a weapon, upgraded now.
Oh.
He's so close to him. But Berlin's walls, what keeps him back?
No shot.
CNET was stuck in between two ferns right there.
But through all of that, Foot have managed to upgrade 2 weapons now.
Between
First
two
was Mr. Fallen,
ferns.
now Krax has the same. Second Thrash used. And they've managed to get past it. They're behind him. Oh, Mr. Fallen got caught. Autumn with 4. FPX are not done.
What a
He said the
monster.
Berlin Wall. I was so
Before he
zoned in.
named
I
it,
didn't even hear
KO.
it. God damn it. Did he actually? Fuck.
Man, when Autumn, when he's feeling it in these post plants, I mean, he goes crazy. He just peeks everybody and instas them.
Yeah, all that said, though, that was blades and pistols at the beginning of the round. That should not have been that close.
It's very true. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to win a round.
Chat.
Pistols or not.
We gotta check.
Now, a good chance for a snowball for FPS.
Fuck.
A lot of good ults
We need
on
this
line for an A
edited.
hit.
We need this edited ASAP.
2 online, Autumn's
We need
not far off.
This is
we
where we
need
might see
some
the
kind of
Clove
altered image,
get
maybe.
immense value,
We need fake
especially with
news
the
on the
ultimate
internet.
ability. We're gonna see probably a harbor ult engaging the site, and Life will just send it.
Go fight.
He's
yeah.
gonna send it, and then pop his ult if need be, if he goes down.
The thing is,
Autumn
they're
is
playing
in
pretty far
late
offside
May.
here. Yeah. You got the Molly, the
In
Dizzy,
China.
the Flash, the Reckoning. Everything dumped in, and they aren't giving him the fight at all.
This is why it's cool to play the Clove on this map, much like Arena, if you get the kill.
All right, just all out
Regain
retake here.
HP.
The
But they don't
flood should
even
be
give him the
coming pretty
fight.
soon.
So now they're going to have to deal
Oh
with
my
the flood.
god, Life's gonna go with the
Oh, here we
fight.
go, Vintage. Perfect timing again.
Krax falls, and they get the spike
Bro, he's
down.
gonna go
And
for
he could go for
more.
more because he has that ult online.
Holy
Pushing the
fuck.
pace, pushing the matter as best as Life can.
Oh, he's playing this so well.
Oh,
What
tries
is
to help him
that?
for himself. Mr.
Oh,
Fallen
he put-
catches him.
I don't
And
think he meant
there's
to do
the
that.
ult.
Uh-oh.
Life joins the fray once more.
Holy
Tries
fuck,
to get
he
away
was-
to reposition and now take the fight, and he's back.
What?
Not connecting at all. I mean, full momentum back, Dre.
Dude.
Just like that. Full swing. Full steam ahead.
I'm getting a little
And
nervous
Foot, I mean, that's
here
a
for
very
Foot.
conventional approach. You know, like give the side up, play a retake. But the fact that Life has that ultimate online, he's able to do crazy, crazy things like that.
And get away with it. That's mad.
And
They just
the cool
decided
thing
to
about it is when
synergize.
he
Like,
actually
fuck
pops
it,
the
let's
ult and
just.
tries to retreat back to his team.
play around
He's
and
got
shoot
backup.
together.
He has the Dizzy.
Bro, do we get a
backing him
timeout?
up.
'Cause I gotta
Not-
pee
not
so
only
bad
that,
right now.
But Autumn is there to help him out with the rifle.
That's crazy that he
It
lived
was
right
a full
there.
firing squad. And then, of course, Life still being able to land the shots onto Mr. Fallen. That's the key.
We do get the timeout. Okay, I go.
There you go.
Yeah, as expected. I think Foot realizing that momentum is swelled and it's against him.
Oh, man.
Call a timeout.
This series has given so much. It's been such a pleasure to watch. A true battle between two teams.
And the kicker is we may have not even really hit the peak yet.
Yeah.
We're still climbing.
That last map went very similarly to this one.
Yeah.
FPX making a crazy comeback, but then Foot winning in overtime. And this is looking like it's on track to be another crazy map. Yedije and Ada Kaplan sitting on some guns.
Yeah, the only two. Mr. Fallen doesn't even have armor. Has seen it have. Okay, I wondered how that was going to play out. It looked like it was going to be full armor in a classic, but sells it. Buys a Marshall instead. And he's looking to take an aggressive line. This pathing is gorgeous. Using the smoke against them to try to find some safe passage, but has to dash back.
No guns, like no true guns here on the A side of the map. for the likes of Foot.
Yeah, both of them are on the flank.
They understand that they need to get proactive because as time runs down, the longer they wait, if that A hit comes through, those players should not be able to hold.
This is their best chance. But they don't continue the flank. They get info, and they've left one. Look at Jet2J. And add a captain with a spit to keep him back.
Oh, it's getting very sketchy right now.
I mean, they're playing on a knife's edge.
They might save the null command for the Hunter's Fury.
FPX read into this correctly, but they're missing their window of
But
opportunity.
that would mean that the
to hit
KO would
this
have
A
to be
site
like
before the rifles
hella
make it there.
close to catch this Sova.
And the time is running
30
down
seconds left.
really low again. This Viper wall is gonna come up.
Ult out from Mr. Fallen.
Oh god, they
Splitting
gotta
the
send it.
uprights.
Here we go, chat.
Not really getting any info.
Here
Now
we
15
go.
seconds left. The spike's still not out, but Berlin is on a late
Oh my
flank.
god, he got
CNET
one.
drops him.
That's all he needed.
They're still trying to establish some control on the site, and it seems like they're going to be able to do so. But now the
No
fight
shot.
ensue. Mr. Fallen with a great
What?
first shot and a second two.
2-on-2
2v2
still.
now. No rifles on the hand of the defense. Ayong and Lysor left to figure this one out on their own. As the spike ticks away. Weapons out of reach. Mr. Fallen with 3. Ayong has to do it on his own. He's gotten it down to 1. Cracks 24 HP. And if he plays his position right, it's going to be beautiful because time is against him. Ayong on the snap, lands the shot.
Cracks had
Incredible
that.
clutch for
No
FPX.
way.
Just barely. Both players were
What?
sitting at one shot apiece for Foot.
What?
Oh my goodness. It was so scrappy.
These couple of shots from Mr. Fallen there were everything. He hits 2 filthy shots just to get him competitive. It was ridiculous.
Damn, he hit him from 150 to 33.
Feeling it.
That's a huge clutch.
So happy they secured that round win.
We'll have money.
That being said,
off on
that
CNET.
was not a
Alright.
full investment
No.
for the likes of Foot.
Harbor
managed
wall
to
would
do that.
block a lot of
I feel like it's
potential
back-to-back
turrets
too.
with the deep one in over here in spawn.
CNET with the
here.
op. The drone to get some info, and I don't think it's
Also
spotted
smoking
anyone.
mid.
Oh, maybe it did. A tag on the minimap to suggest some presence.
Captain and Yedije on this B side of the map have been so aggressive.
Yeah, they have.
Because they understand that FPX hasn't really been defaulting B early at all.
Clove
There's
just
no
one-way smoked this.
No, it was really what.
But it
was
looks like
Lights who took
Sova
an
is
early
still getting
space
info.
A couple of rounds ago and managed to get that 2K.
No, he
in
just
Garage,
started
but
from
other than
inside
that,
of
you're right,
it.
they haven't fought for this at all. And now they're going to, but
Kind of scared
Jet2J
right
has
now
the
for
line.
FPX.
What a great knife from Autumn and the follow-up as
That
well.
eases
Doing
my
everything
fear.
for his team right now.
Ada Captain taking a step back, realizing Contain has been lost. And a very careful attempt at clearing everything out. Ada Captain dodging the paranoia,
30 seconds left.
but playing his life once more.
Look at Life in mid right now. He's going to call his team back potentially,
No.
or just late flank. No way Mr. Fallen wins that.
That's a
He's
bad
been on one. That
death.
last round was huge, and he's picking
Uh-oh,
right
here
back
we
up where he
go.
left
Oh,
off.
great timing.
Ada Captain punished. And now numbers heavily in favor of the attack
Dude,
with the spike
Footer
invested too.
kind of fumbling the bag here a
CNET has to
bit.
take over, but with an op in hand,
What
can he
is
do it? No,
FX
I think
doing
he's
in some of these?
just got to save. You don't really have the money to do this. Grabs a rifle. Do they commit to this fight?
Oh, that's
Might be ill-advised. Yeah, he's getting the op. He's getting away. So FPX are going to tie us up at 10. In 8-4 half. That
I
was
agree, Syke.
forever ago.
When FPX would just work the map
Oh
slow
my goodness, Doug.
and just kind of let the
But
fights
now
come
in
into
the
them,
later parts of this map
they're really
are
fucking
starting to
good.
get caught out by the randomness and the timings that FPX are taking. They did so well on their attacking side to punish those timings. But when it comes to playing defense, it can be so hard to know when to
Wow,
use
that's
the
all
utility
I got
correctly
that.
against a team
Damn.
like FPX. And that's why you saw Ada Captain get caught out there with a molly out. I mean, he just, quite frankly, he just wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, there was no way
Who
to be
does
CNET
that?
with the
Why
off.
is he solo peeking me backside?
At a
So
Life is
because
here.
CNED was able to preserve the op from the
Life
previous round, they've
smokes
got
that.
a little bit of fire to this
CNED's
one.
ahead of it. CNED got the kill.
Much, but enough.
Damn.
And he takes out Life.
Great
early
play.
here.
All right, so now they're going to get a heavy lean, and they
And a
grab the
weapon
gun,
upgraded.
too. This is huge. And a Sova. Oh,
the
what the
rotation as well.
fuck, dude? They still got the Molly. They still got the
I mean,
Viper
they
Pit.
realized that there was only one there. And they've got
One
the
off
turret
of
holding down
KO.
mid, the alarm bot under tube, so because they know
KO Molly's here.
all of the lean should be B, they
Looking like
rotate
we're
here.
wrapping the
Here
site.
to fight back sight.
They're so far ahead of it. The Hunter's Fury invested.
Good swing
Ad
by
Captain
Autumn.
falls. How much more can they find? The spike still hasn't been planted.
Oh, wow.
A second attempt here. Labored but successful.
No way, not again.
This is where they kind of get in trouble sometimes when they go a little bit too aggressive, but this time it might be the key to their success. Lysor in a 1v2, down to a 1v1, lands the shots! The 3K and the Red Bull clutch for FPX!
Lysor had such a rough map on Lotus. He was
Dude.
sitting at single-digit kills, and now he steps up like that.
How the fuck?
And again, another scrappy eco, but they close it out.
I thought
is
he was just going to
insane.
send it on that Sova right there, chat. Like, when he saw the stun come down on the Sova in drone, I thought he was going to send it.
Fallen of all people who has been immaculate these last couple of rounds. He's had 2 soul vaults in the last, like, 4 rounds.
Still won the clutch. Ooh, hey, bud.
Again, that early peek from CNED to attempt to punish.
Ooh, yay. Good job, Bo.
He's still really far up here, too. Procs the dash.
Okay, I'll give it to you after,
Now waiting
okay?
for the
Wait
challenge,
that
and I do not
Give me-
believe
give
will
me
come.
2 minutes. Close that
Yeah,
door.
a nice change of pace here for FPX. Last round, a big
see you
commitment towards that
soon.
B side. They did a B default right off the get-go. Now, a more passive, just spread out default.
Frax has an ult. J2J has an ult. Attica
I think the
goes to.
worst timing. What time is it? 7:08. Okay, we're good.
And the thing is FPX don't really play a passive post plant. They like to fight up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you want to play retake A maybe with that Killjoy ult. But if you go B with it,
Clean out
they're going to
yellow.
fight you. You're not going to really
Cascade
get a
again
good
for like
KJ
snowman.
ult.
No,
Because they want to fight back sight on you.
I think they're going to fight you no matter what. Yeah. So if that's the attempt, if that's
Hard
the
to
approach, you just
say
have to be
what they're
ready
going
for
for
it.
here with
Because you
these
know they're going to
ults.
run at you.
30 seconds left.
Here comes that snow man control.
This wall is, I mean, scaling back here
Oh.
is often trouble. But can they pull it off? Can FPX find success here?
That's Killjoy ult down, and he
Wait,
gets KO as well.
A 3v5. It's
Oh
all on Ad
my
Captain
God.
now. Oh, he's got it down to a 1v2, and they're both so weak. He invests the pit. But he's been surrounded. Autumn on one side and Berlin on the other. The timing is
He's
everything.
at top again.
Can Ad Captain find the tiniest of windows to pull this thing off? Time is short. Bullets soaring on either side.
Oh my
Gonna
gosh.
stick it. Oh, he gets caught as it hit half. FPX get on series point.
Dude,
And the potential.
how the fuck
To
did
close
FPX
it
get this
out.
run, man? Look at
It's a
this.
scrappy
For
buy.
8 rounds in a row.
Light armor across the
what
board.
have we
I
witnessed?
can't believe Berlin in that round took out 2 of the most important ults for that retake.
This is insane. that they've
Poor
got
Attic
8
Captain, he
rounds
did
in
his
a row like
absolute
this.
best there to identify
These
where
are like
both players
hero
were, and he did
plays.
that. But there's just not, there's no time for him to do it.
What the fuck?
Impossible situation.
All the pressure is on Foot right now. They're thinking in their heads about how they
Damn.
talked about how no Chinese team was gonna make it out of this group,
That's true.
out of
they
this
did say
Swiss
that.
stage. Apologies.
Hold up, I'm gonna give.
And now they're feeling that wrath. The wrath of the crowd. The wrath of FPX. And FPX, they're hungry for this first win. On home turf.
If there wasn't tension before, this timeout will build a little bit more.
Man, this FPX team, no matter the result, has impressed me so much.
Agreed. Hard agree. 8 rounds in a row for FPX. 8. To get themselves to this point.
And everybody has their moments on this team. That's what's so impressive. there isn't a set carry. Maybe the first map, sure,
Okay,
Life
here we
had
go.
an amazing map.
Looking like a can
It's
knife
not a
in
one-man army.
the.
You're absolutely right.
Might hit a lot of them. Yes, it hit all 5 of them actually.
That Dizzy looked a little high. Oh, it did bounce back. CNET in a position
Nice.
to take things over.
What are they
Dealing
doing?
damage onto the second. Ion weak now.
It's fighting everybody right now.
Remember, they still have a lot of those ults.
Holy
CNET close it out on his
fuck,
own.
bro.
That's that play you were talking about. Lysor now
Oh,
in the
shit.
clove smoke. Trying to punish and succeeds.
That's a play.
Shadows traveling.
Now things slowing down. Cracks and J2, they still have their ults. One invested, add a captain on the flank. And FPX called a freeze at a moment like this. Wisely re-clearing back spawn. And now options in abundance.
Holy.
Do they stay B? Do they flip back A?
That Killjoy turret has the cross in mid, Doug. So they don't need to rotate.
But do they
Why
smoke it
is
off?
like the
Life is
solo
Life is here.
Gecko with
I don't know if he's
Spike
aware.
making this play with 9 HP, chat? This is
It doesn't
wild.
seem like it's gonna get smoked. The turret will catch it.
Bro,
Oh, no!
you gotta be kidding me. You gotta
They're
be
gonna
kidding
able to
me,
ult,
bro.
Kick the spike back up and rotate back. The problem
Oh,
is all
that's
down
what
here
they were
with them.
cooking?
Lights are
No
solo
way, they
mission.
were cooking this. No way,
Do it. Just
bro,
gotta
they're
buy some time. No,
crazy.
don't do it. You gotta buy some time. Now, the
Oh,
lockdown invested. Lysor dancing around it. Look at it.
oh my
And
god.
they do it. Their very first win
Oh
on
my
an international
God.
stage. And it's on home soil. FPX takedown.
Oh my god.
Dramatic fashion.
Oh my
What a
god.
showing for FPX.
A sold out crowd and not a
They
single
cooked.
seat occupied right now.
I mean, so many people wrote them off. I was one of them. I thought Foot was gonna 2-0.
And for them to do it the way they did it in the face of a lockdown, we talked about it. They're gonna fight you. And what does Lysor do? Go and fight.
Closed it out in immaculate fashion.
What a match.
Their attacking sides are insane. If this team can figure out the defense,
Dude,
they
yeah,
can
right,
be able to
ADN?
take this.
Autumn is the truth.
Winners
Autumn is actually sick.
for the very
Doesn't matter
first
what
time.
role. Props for the
What a
fucking team
special moment
shoes.
for FPX.
What a big, big win.
I mean, for Foot,
I can't
I-
believe it. I can't believe the plays that we saw today.
yeah,
This is what international
we saw some
players
fucking
want.
plays. We
This
did.
moment right here.
I mean,
It doesn't get any better than this. It just doesn't.
this is crazy though.
Unthinkable.
This is crazy.
Seriously.
This is,
And we're going to get to look at some of these highlights again. I do think, to be fair,
what is
Foot
this?
showed a lot as well. I think
This
these
is
are two teams that we're gonna be
fucking
talking about
insane.
for the next couple of days. I don't know that either of these squads are going anywhere.
I mean, there is no world in which Foot could have prepared for what they just went up against.
No.
This is the most unique play style I have ever seen.
Oh, that's definitely intentional in
And
hindsight,
at
I
times,
agree,
I
yeah.
didn't agree with most of the things that I
Yeah.
saw, especially on the defense.
I don't think he purposely died to the turret, but he was going to take that fight till he died. He was trying to die with the spike. Like he was willing to take that fight. If he gets the kill, it's a fucking massive kill. And if he dies anywhere on the way to A, it would draw a rotation towards A potentially, like high likelihood. They would even hear him probably moving over there, so they'd probably preemptively go over there anyway. So it was a very well cooked, was it 3-on-3? Like there was a lot of safety nets in hindsight. I didn't realize the Omen ult play was in play right there. Like that was insane.
Most players take a step back, right? They go, well, we got to wait it out. I'm not going to go fight a 1v3 while my teammate is still on the opposite side of the map to take the fight. And that's exactly what he does.
Couldn't believe it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The Verizon post-map interview with the winners on home soil. Take it away.
Crazy win.
The home advantage is definitely real here on the Master Shanghai stage. I'm your host, Yingsun. I'm here with Luna, who's going to be doing some translations, and Lysor from FPX. First of all, huge congratulations on
Whoops.
You guys didn't even manage to win a map, so I wanted to know how
meant to
were you
F5 the
able to
stats.
improve so fast in such a short amount of time?
首先，恭喜 FunPlus 拿下了他们在世界赛当中的首胜。那其实是说，今天你们赢下了你们的首胜嘛？但其实我们回望马德里，可能是连一张地图，可能是之前在马德里一张地图都没有拿下来，但今天获得了你们的首胜。你们是如何取得这么大的进步的呢？
马德里回来以后，我们调整了很多。然后赛前的话，我知道 Foot 是一个很强的队伍，这场胜利不会简单。然后我们做好了足够的心理准备，然后尽尽一切的努力去调整，在赛场里调整心态，然后技战术之类的，尽量让自己达到更好的一个状态。然后很高兴能赢下这场比赛。
Actually, after Master Madrid, we had to do a lot of adjustment. We know Foot is a really strong team, so before we faced against them, we have done a lot of preparation, no matter about the mindset, our forming in the and our strategy. So we do a lot of things to prepare for that, and it's really happy to win our first win. Of course.
Yeah, it's definitely paid off now. That sunset comp was absolutely beautiful, but why was Autumn playing the Cypher? Because I think everybody was expecting you to play the Cypher.
那其实今天在日落之城这张图赢得很漂亮，大家会好奇说，为什么是你来拿零这个英雄，而不是 Autumn 呢？
我觉得个人在这个欧盟的这个角色上更加适合，而且这个是大家一起经过讨论以后做出的这个安排，然后做出这个调整。还有，因为我们每个人打法不同，我觉得我目前来说在那张图上我更适合欧盟，然后我就选择了这个欧盟。
I think this is more suitable agent for me in this map, and I have discussed that with Autumn, so this is the result, kind of like we made it together.
Oh, okay. You guys experiment a lot. I feel like almost every map you do something different. Where do you find the time? How do you prepare this? And also, whose idea is it to play, you know, the triple smokes and all this crazy comp?
其实我们看到 FunPlus 你们的科研非常的多，几乎在每张图你们都能拿出不同的阵容。那能不能和我们讲讲你们是怎么想出这么多新的阵容来，以及怎么有时间想出这么多，以及是谁想出来的这些主意呢？
是我们教练想出来的这个阵容，然后教练会把这些任务啊分配给我们队员，然后会给我们讲解这些每个英雄在每个地图的作用啊，然后我们需要做到什么，然后再讲一些分支可以做得更好啊之类的一些操作。
All of the ideas are from our coach, and he told me what we should do, our duty in every map. Told us what should we do.
Oh, thank you very much, Luna, for the translation. Thank you, Lysol, as well. Everybody, one more time for Lysol. 观众朋友们，我们再给 Lysol 选手一次欢呼。
Unbelievable stuff that we just witnessed. FPX gets their first win at an international event. I mean, credit to them. If you're gonna get the dub, you might as well do it on home turf, right?
Hear me out. The fact that they were able to bring back those. By the way, both those two last maps, they were down 4-8 at the beginning, at the end of the first half. So it's impressive that they had the resilience to just bring it back.
Yeah.
The perseverance is there. It doesn't have to go to overtime. Don't have to win it out or lose it there like they did in the grand final. This time they just are able to get the win. I mean, we saw how much it meant for EDG to finally be able to get that first victory last year when they were able to accomplish that. And we saw how much it means for these players as well to finally just get that monkey off your shoulder and just say like, okay, now we can just focus forward. We don't have to worry about are they just going to continue to choke it?
Yeah, I did stay up all night.
Yeah. Now they can just fully focus on their own game plan.
Today was the hard one.
I mean, congratulations to them. I'm beside myself and happy.
It's just, but the way they did it was kind of absurd. You know, like Lysor just like said,
the whole series was
perfect. Go for it.
What? Like every single round has been crazy. Like the past 6 rounds, like the last 6 rounds did not make any sense.
Homie just decided a 1v3 just on a whim. You know, he just went for it. I just blown away. But another thing that impressed us, of course, was the fact that FPX brought out the Clove. First time that we got to see it at an international event, because it's the first time that, you know, Clove is available to play. But it's great to see, you know, FPX.
Truly, trying to find a video of someone throwing a ball with their foot for the sake of a meme, just saying that foot through, was way too hard. I couldn't even do it. I couldn't find a single video. Why is that so difficult? This is the fucking internet. Surely there's people throwing shit with their feet. Surely.
our own compositions.
Like
or most of them will just say
people making
well, it's
pottery
life,
with their
so,
feet. Like
you know,
what?
he's the only person that's going to be able to make
I'm
it
over it.
I think it's not
Meme's
only
dead.
life, it's the fact that the
You
entire
need to be the first
composition,
to make
like the 3 controllers playing without duelists here on Icebox. Don't get me wrong, you can play Icebox without a duelist, but there's so many other things that have to be in sync for him to have a performance like he did. It's
No,
actually great
it's
that we're
not
doing day one.
kicking,
We've
dude.
had so many
Kicking
things.
is like
We've had both games
just
go to
contact,
decider.
like
We
a hard
got
contact.
Clove in
Throwing would
play.
be like grabbing
You
something
know,
from your
FPX
toes.
First win, and
Everybody's
they do it in
winning
home
today.
soil.
They also won it after just streaking 9 rounds consecutively.
Yeah.
Like
I found one video,
they let
but
him
honestly, I
hit
wasn't
and then
about
they
to
just went,
fucking
okay,
use that.
no more. That's it.
Yeah, no more. You're done.
It's ridiculous. I mean, both teams clearly some work that needs to happen when it
sure,
comes down
for
to those
sure.
defending sides. The attack continues to be clean for both of these teams, but to not get a single retake off for Foot, to only get 2, I think, out of 9 for the side of FPX, it's something that definitely needs to be
I think that has to
resolved.
do with Icebox and the way that they both approach the map. But
Yeah,
also
okay.
For the
Also
crowd laugh. I think that
interesting,
every
thank you.
single round that FPX was getting, the crowd was going insane.
Yeah, they were totally into it. You definitely feed off of that energy. Where traditionally, when the Chinese team would come over, had it not been for, Kong popping off the way that he did and basically just winning fans all around the world, it was slow goings for a lot of these Chinese teams making their way into the Valorant Pro scene. But I think now you got to be a fan of life. You got to be
a fan of life.
FPX team in general. And
Yeah.
Here's the thing. And, not that it pains me, because she's usually right about a lot of things, and she has no problem telling me that I'm wrong. So here you go. Mimi, you were right. Congratulations. You're the only one
Damn, Mimi.
who predicted FPX
No way.
To win this game.
She's the only one that got both predictions correct today.
And there's 2 people that got both of them wrong.
Damn.
That's
What was
true.
that?
Wow, look at these.
Yeah, who got
I'm
it?
not-
APAC
I'm not wearing my glasses,
frauds.
so I can't see.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Was it the 2 Pacific commentators?
It's not about how you start, it's all about how you finish. I can go down 0-2
That's
like
life.
this. It's fine. I can still reverse sweep this.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Who do you have for
Got
tomorrow?
him.
I
Crying.
can't wait to. Actually, I'm gonna be following.
Take a guess for the first series who I have tomorrow.
Wait, what's our first series? Actually,
It's him.
okay. Well,
I-
I use that as a segue transition.
Wait.
Oh.
But I forgot we got to
Wait,
show.
this
the
is the
results
wrong way.
First and foremost, so
The
then
fuck?
we'll transition into that. But yeah, day 1, of course, of this event in the books, and what a day it has been. Deciders, we go the distance. If you missed the first game, go and watch it. It was awesome. T1 versus G2. Somehow G2, looking like they were just in the dumps, managed to pull it back in map 3, Seth. I know you were casting that one, and you were blown away by it.
Oh, for sure. Because, I mean, one of the most impressive things was that, well, AT1, they dropped their map, but they bounced back, and then they crush
Yes.
a 13-1 victory. And then for G2 to be able to persevere after that was just insane. Leaf is a god. He continues to put up just incredible figures, incredible
Amen.
clutches. I mean, Leaf would be right at home in the series that we just saw, which is all the
Yeah,
wild
that's
notes, all the
true.
crazy clutches that were coming in.
Oh, wait,
He
the
was
full
pulling off
stats
stuff
came
like
in,
that
by
for
the way.
G2. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they continue to develop, here on the stage. And
See, I know
T1
Autumn
looks to bounce
isn't
back. I
up
think
there with these
overall,
two,
T1
but I
did look a
still
lot
feel like
stronger
Yeah.
today than
Autumn
it
is
would've been
so
today.
good.
Look, I'll admit, it was a punt when I put that prediction in. But
it's
they did
brand for you.
But they did impress me because I was expecting them to come in down here. They came in way up here.
Yeah, well, here is
I don't
what's
know how
going to
we're
be
gonna
coming
top
up
this
tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, we're going to
Damn.
well,
First
the
series.
good news is the
Fucking
first series of the
games, man.
day is going to be more than
Oh
enough,
my
I
God,
think,
Gen G
for everyone.
left.
It's the match we've all been waiting for once it got announced.
I don't know
Gen
what to
G
expect with these
takes
guys.
on Leviathan as our first matchup, and then we
I have
will see
no
Team
idea.
Heretics take on the
Who's their
third
coach?
seed
Do I even know?
team from the Chinese region in Dragon Ranger Gaming, who could, listen,
Don't
at
really
this
know.
point, gloves are off. I mean, because you got Team Heretics that are coming into this one, I think, without Mini Boo, unfortunately.
Right.
And I think Patatech is coming in again.
Yeah.
But we've
You know
seen.
the funniest thing? I was so excited because I thought that Minibu was going to be playing, and Bokashu also
Oh,
comes
shit.
from the Spanish league. Every good player
Phone
comes from
alarm's
the
going
Spanish
off.
league, of course.
Oh yeah, no, just a nice gloat
Yeah.
there.
I remember when Life played in the Spanish league. I remember when Autumn played in the Spanish league. Texture as well. Yeah, you're
that'd be
right.
Texture was in the
hilarious,
Spanish league
Hyper.
as well.
So,
yeah, that's right. Cryo,
The
famously.
stats question you
There's
asked,
so many of them. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Why are you guys so jealous?
I have the answer to that right here. So basically, according to Will, which seems to be true if you look at VCT China's stats, they're on a different client there. So getting the analytics through whatever systems Riot normally uses in the other regions like isn't working probably, if I had to guess. And so they're not able to pull from the API in the same way or something. I have no clue. Maybe they'll be able to solve it before the end of the event. Yeah, because I'm normally like someone that likes to pull up the stats and shit, so it does suck. Yeah, I mainly care about like the first bloods and stuff. I don't really care about like any of the other shit. You know, like it's just weird not getting like this info over here. Like damage, first kill, first death. I think damage, first kill, first death is pretty important.
The wait is finally over. 12 teams, 4 regions, 1 trophy, and it's time.
All right, guys.
The second global event of the year.
Thank you guys for tuning in the first day. We made it through. We made it through. Actually, I feel pretty energetic, even though I made it through. I'm kind of crashing now at the finish line, but all right, that was the hardest one. Now I'll be able to fix my sleep schedule and be all good, hopefully. Let's go. All right, I'll see you lovely people again. 12:30 is our start time. That's the pre-show. So the game starts at 1, but the pre-show will start at 12:30. So see you guys then. Peace. And when we get days that start ending before like 7:30 and 7, I'll start fucking around after. But I gotta go get the girls ready for school and stuff. So adios, guys. See you guys later. Gonna send you guys to Acre. I like Acre. Pupper. Jennifer met Acre in TwitchCon. Adios. The Cypher Dog. Yeah. Cypher